I already started. Hey, what's up, guys? I didn't realize I pressed the button. I thought it just said it's not for kids. Well, I'm here for Zombie Jesus Day. I figured I'd come say hello. Well, I'm here for Zombie Jesus Day. All right, sound is working. Did a little sound check there. We'll see who shows up for the Zombie Jesus Day. What am I doing here? We're doing wrong. All right, we'll give people a couple of minutes, see if anybody shows up for the Zombie Jesus celebration. I'm only gonna hang out for a little while because I got stretching to do, more kung fu stuff. Oh my god, I'm so sore. I'm too old for this shit. Oh my god. Why did I sign up for this? How's everybody doing? I'm getting settled. See who decides to show up to the Zombie Jesus celebration. Okay, I got my tea, got the whiskey. What is up? What is up? Give me a second here. Normally the first 5 minutes is filled with bots, and then after the bots come, my friends show up. So, we'll give the... I'd be really surprised if they don't send the bots on the holiday. That'd be interesting. No bots? Huh. Normally I get flooded with like 10 to 20 bots. Huh, okay. Well, we'll sit around and see who shows up. Yeah, we'll give you the... Well, that's a really bad delay. Interesting. Huh. Some serious delay on this thing. Kung Fu Panda, what's up? Hola, oh, they're the bots. Right on time. Happy Zombie Jesus Day, my friends. I'm just getting set up. Oh, I'm new to this stream. It's my stream. Oh, they're all the bots. There we go. Hi. Oh. I came to celebrate the zombies and the rats that lay eggs. Just on time. Look at that. Like I said, Google always sends random commandos. I was supposed to have a new chair, and the post office decided he's too lazy. I actually spoke to him. He's too lazy to bring it up today. So I got a message that said, delivery 7 a.m. on Friday, and it says, does not fit in mailbox. I'm like, it's a fucking chair. Why are you trying to put a mailbox in a chair on a chair? Put a mailbox in my chair. Why are you trying to put a chair in my mailbox, bro? Like, I don't think it belongs there. How you doing, Kim? So yeah, that's the deal. So I'm stuck with this broken chair, and I'm still moving into the new place. But we got the sound treatment up and the fancy stuff. It's getting good. I figured I'd come back because my buddies are going to be like, hey, it's Easter, why don't you come have a drink with me and say hi? So I figured I'd come say hi, preach about the zombies and the rabbits that lay eggs and all that good stuff. How's everybody doing on this fine Easter Sunday that happens to be 420? Well, it's the resurrection of Zombie Jesus. It's Hitler's birthday, and it's the stoner holiday of the United States. So like you have a whole bunch of potheads, a whole bunch of freaking Christians and pagans mixed together. The day of fuckery. But I figured I'd come and celebrate it with you. You guys even celebrate this holiday? Oh, all the bots came to love. Okay, good. Alright, so that means we're like 2-3 minutes and then people I know will show up. It's so predictable. You can see the cat. I'm sure you've seen Optus during the point. What do you... Did you bring another bug in here? What is that? Oh. My cat likes to attack my tomatoes and he rips the stems off and then chases them around the house. That's what he does. It's his pastime. I'm gonna have to get another something to keep him company. Because after the dog died, he's been a little weird. Like he acted like he didn't love him, but it's like if I'm home when the dog was around, he wouldn't want to be any too close to him. But if I leave for a couple of hours, he'd be sleeping on top of the dog. Like the dog's on the bed, he'd be on top of the couch, like overlooking him. Like he'd be very nice to him. He's a strange guy. Yep. So I came to celebrate the holiday. I'll probably be on for like an hour, and then I'm gonna go stretch and then soak my ass because I gotta keep training and I don't want to. But I made a pact that I'm gonna come back and scare some people and put them in their place. So that's gonna be my next 6 weeks. Fun. I'm gonna enjoy it. I have I no longer can see the people in the chat. Doesn't give me that view on the phone, so I have no idea who's here unless you're talking. So if you don't say anything interesting or stupid, I won't know you're here. I'll just talk to myself in a monologue. Like I always do. But my Easter Sunday has been pretty epic. I ate Vietnamese food, like an animal, and I went and trained for an hour. Well, I trained for like 4 hours today, but I went to the gym for an hour, but I trained in the house for 3 hours, maybe a little longer. So like 3 to 5 hours. I didn't even check on the clock, and if you count the morning stretches, it's probably like 5 hours. And I'm fucking done. I'm fucking done. I'm cooked. So anyway. Yeah, right? Well, get me started. You know how it goes. I borderline the TOS government watch list with my mouth. So I gotta be careful. Oh my god. So what is going on today, man? Oh, god. It's crazy. You know, like I'm not a Christian, you know, but I would probably consider not Gnostic, not agnostic, if anything. Which is a funny story I'd like to hear about, but I'm an ordained Buddhist, you know. But I'm like the renegade monk from the concrete jungle. I decided to, like, you know, follow my own path. I actually gotta post this shit. I just found this one of these translations from the Brennan guy, and the whole first like 10 paragraphs so describes me as like the Tai Chi master guy who's like runs away to the forest or like the wilderness because he doesn't want to deal with anybody's shit. I read it, it was just like so fucked up. I'm like, holy fuck. I gotta post that. Oh my god. Yeah, but you know, it's like look at the world events and then knowing everything I know about, you know, the conspiracies. It's like I'm watching this play, like this play playing out. I've been preparing for 30 years. And I'm watching all the normies that have no idea what's going on. And like a good book for intro to Buddhism. I'm going back 30 years because when I started like reading about Buddhism, it was in the early 90s, and I started off with like, what got me into Buddhism actually in the beginning was the Book of Five Rings and the Family Tradition of the Art of War. I read that when I was 13. So I learned with Musashi and Yagyu Mori, and I read that, when I was 13. I read that over and over again for like a couple of years. You know what I mean? But that's what got me on my whole like samurai ninja kick, and that's what got me into Zen Buddhism. And I'm trying to remember what book it was I was reading at the time. Like I had like 1,000 books. Before I moved from New York, I gave away like 600, 700. Like I have like boxes of books. I should take you into the closet and show you the boxes I still have left. I haven't opened them in a while. Good book. The thing is like, because I started training like under like a master in person, and I was doing Napoleon Chan, and it was like direct. And when I don't remember what book, I read so many books, but I don't think the books are the right way to go, because like this place is run by some form of non-human element, okay? Whether they're humans who just have like different like brains, like cluster B disorders and fucked up like psychopathy, or they're actually demons. The point I'm trying to get at is that all of the spiritual and philosophical teachings have been corrupted or suppressed. So even the good books, they're taught backwards on purpose. So I don't think there is any book that's going to be good. I think, like when I tell people about like Christianity, the only thing you need to know is the Ten Commandments and Psalm 1. After that, everything's extra. You know what I mean? It's the Ten Commandments and Psalm 1. Once you get past that, there's nothing else you need from them. It really is nothing else you need. I mean, obviously, the people in the religions, they all have their, you gotta like, I don't care. The Ten Commandments and Psalm 1 is all you need. You know what I mean? Because like all these teachings, they're in your genetic code. Like animals are born, right? And they have a genetic memory for like what they're like, the predators are and how they're supposed to live, what they're supposed to eat, what they're supposed to fuck, what they're supposed to kill. Animals have a memory that's passed on. Bees and fucking hornets, they'll remember your face and they'll pass on your face to the other hornets and bees, and they'll remember you. If you piss off a fucking hornet, they will chase you down for fucking generations. Humans don't have that, but the only thing that we come back with is the law, right? Like everybody knows right and wrong, and they make a conscious choice to be scumbags. So the reason I'm bringing this up is that the one thing that we carry over is the spiritual knowing of the universal laws, right? You can't explain it, but you fucking know. And when you go on this outward search for that teaching, if you're not careful, you'll just be circling forever. And it's like you really just have to not do anything. You have to. It's like the not do. It sounds like a fortune cookie, but the best thing to do would be to figure out the practice and the very basic principles. For instance, Buddhism. There's so many different teachings in Buddhism, so many different schools, and what's right and what's wrong, and this and that. The Eightfold Path and the Four Noble Truths, like the Eightfold Path is not something you go and do. When you do the meditation, the Eightfold Path is obvious. You become the path. When you just stop hanging out with retards and like the peasants and the NPCs, you eat clean and you do the meditation, over a short period of time, you walk the Eightfold Path naturally, because that's the only thing we have from genetic memory. So if you really want to get into like, I believe Buddhism has nothing to do with the schools and the lineages and all this stuff. You know what I mean? It has to do with like erasing the 13 years of government-sponsored, witchcraft, mental fuckery, and erasing that and all the societal programming of what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to, and just live by the natural law that you're born with. So just learning like the basic, like Zazen meditation, like how to sit in meditation, whether you learn like the basic chants, like all the basic Buddhist chants, and you learn like, or just the basic Zazen meditation, and you just don't be a dick, and follow the basic script, that's the best way, in my opinion, to practice Buddhism. Because the problem, which is why you don't see so many Buddhas or sages or masters or like guys who are even like, I don't consider myself some like, Buddha or anything, but like compared to the NPCs, I'm much more enlightened, And the reason why you don't see that in those people, it's just a form of narcissism. They want to be part of a school. Like, look at the Tai Chi people, right? This is like a flaw in human design to externalize their self-reference point. And like to say, well, if you don't do it this way, you're wrong. And if you get caught in this trap, you'll be searching for fucking ever, and you won't get any abilities, you won't get any like superpowers, you won't get any knowledge, So I would tread carefully when it comes to really reading books. And I really wish I could remember the first books I was reading, because like it's hard for me because I've read so many things like in the early years. It's not obvious to a lot of people because exactly what my point I'm trying to make. Most people externalize what it's supposed to be, right? So it's like if you don't practice their way, you're wrong. Like Jesus wasn't a Christian, right? Like look at the Gnostic teaching or the fucking what were they called? Cathars and the fucking Goths. Like everybody before King James, they're all different. Like, when people think it's Christianity now, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. None of these people know anything. Like, most of the people who are Christians now, they're just repeating what the fucking preacher told them. They think they're so cool because they go to some group and their group it's like a football team. It's tribalism. It's slavery. So when they look at me, they're not going to see spirituality. They're going to see whatever, because they can't put me in a box. So they see like the guy who's in his fucking gym clothes talking shit like he's from Brooklyn. How enlightening of a being can he be? You know what I mean? So. Like, I just remember like the stories about like like the random monks, the ones who hung out in the brothel and always drunk, and like they were most respected, like these people, like Jesus was a fucking badass, you know what I mean? He was like a warrior. Like, if you believe this story of this Jesus character being this punk bitch, you know what I mean, who has got like ass kicking, like hung, like it's so stupid. Like he was bloodline of King David, which means he had to be trained warrior class. Everywhere he fucking went, he had complete access to all the temples and scriptures. The dude was in fucking India. His bloodline was so fucking like, up there that he could walk into any temple, any place and get taught. He can go across the fucking land to India and spend fucking 10 years there getting trained by the fucking monks, right? They have records of the dude in China. And you're gonna tell me he wasn't trained? Like all the lineage had to be warrior class. They had to like know how to fight. Okay. Then this dude was hanging out with prostitutes and fucking like strippers and like and gangsters. And then he goes into a temple, beats the fuck out of everyone there, and he's supposed to be this punk bitch. Like everybody forgets that part. So that's my point. Like what people think spirituality is. Like even the Buddhists, like you have to be. And I always go back to this. Buddha there's three parts of Buddhism, right? The Trinity. You see the Trinity in Buddhism, you see the Trinity in Catholicism, you see in other places, right? But in the old ways, you should have Buddha, Amitabha Buddha, Kuan Yin, and someone to his other side. Who's the guy to his other side carrying the sword? What does he do? Okay? Nobody talks about the warrior attendant. Like, no one does the chant for the warrior attendant anymore. They don't even remember it. So there's a conspiracy to like, make the light good guys a bunch of punk bitches, and you can't be spiritual if you don't get become a slave and get tortured, and it's retarded. And look what they're doing in the UK right now, all the Christians, right? It's what it is. And then the biggest holiday is, their freaking savior getting crucified and resurrected, and then rabbits shitting on eggs. Fucking people are stupid. They're retarded. So I think that the real, I would talk, about Pure Land and Chan is what I would say. Like, read the Heart Sutra and learn the basic chants. And that's what I mean. Like, just read the Heart Sutra, learn the basic chants, Kuan to Amitabha Buddha, and find out who the warrior attendant is. And then things that the Buddhists don't like to talk about is the Yama. Who's the Yama? Because the mainstream Buddhists, they act like everything is all like fucking rainbows and sunshine, and it's not. It's not. There's hell realms and like fucking really hardcore shit. What's up, Baker? Happy Zombie Day. So, they want to live in this like fantasy land, and this is a big problem for Buddhists and people who take like the right-hand path is they try to escape duality, and when you do that, you get hurt because you can't wish away evil and you can't make believe it exists. When you live in the river, you must know the crocodile, and they don't want to talk about that shit. I'm in the United States. I'm in the United States. But when you live in the river, you must know the crocodile. And that's what most Buddhists don't want to do now. And, they don't want to accept that. Like, I'd rather be the warrior in the garden than the gardener in the war. I'm in North Carolina on the East Coast now. I'm right by the beaches. I don't even know what the name of it is yet. Oh, I'm on the East, New York time. I'm on New York time. Eastern Standard. So for me, it's, what time is it now? I'll tell you what time it is right now. Give me a second. 8:51. Or 2051 for you Easterners. So 0300 for the German man. Yeah, Americans don't know 24-hour clock or military time, so I don't, So. But yeah. So yeah, we're just chatting about zombies, eggs, Buddhism, and ninja stuff. You're more than welcome to hang out. I'm doing my monologue. I kind of want to go. I'm gonna grab a box of books. Let's bring some books out here. Oh my God, why did I have this fucking great idea to do this? Jesus Christ. Oh! Let's see what we got. Oh, Idinahoy Bletsuka. I do music, but this is a martial arts studio. I teach Tai Chi here. Where's my buddy who asked about the books? You still here? Because if I open out this books and you weren't even here, he asked me about a book for Buddhism. I'm looking through my books for him. This is the crazy fucking conspiracy book from where, I don't know if you've heard about this, where the whole time travel conspiracy about Trump and his son. Let's see what they got in here. What the fuck is this? What is this? Oh my god, it's a fucking trainer handbook. Dan Brown, Angels and Eve. Okay, Vedic astrology. Oh, what's the fucking... Okay, that's my metalhead books. Karate books, how to run a business, Spanish. This is Tony Robbins. Reading people. What the fuck is this? This isn't mine. This is some fucking chick book. That was like one of my girlfriend's. Vedic astrology. Is this oh, this is some what do you call those Hare Krishnas? What? Lessons of Don Juan. Tree of Enlightenment. Oh, The Secret Teachings of the Tao Te Ching by Mantak Chia. That's a good one. That's a good one here. Let's see what else we got. Oh, Jesus. Fuck, I'm gonna regret doing this. Eating alive, Italian cannibals. This is when I had my studio with the metalheads. Wait. Some metalhead shit. Oh, reading people. I used to teach classes in NLP and fucking body reading stuff. There's all this shit. Nonsense. I actually know the guy who wrote this book. The guy who wrote this book is one of my students. Let's see what else we got. Moscow. He Il Cho. That's a good one. When Taekwondo was still decent. His technique's a little sloppy, but his power is insane. Karate Do from Fushikoshi. That's a good one. Outline of Chinese acupuncture. I should rearrange these because these. Oh, I was looking for this. Anything from this guy is fucking epic. Okay, I'm gonna keep that out because I gotta reread that one. Put this and this in one pile. What else we got? Oh, Mantak Chia, another good Mantak Chia book. I'm gonna check that out. What the fuck is this? Oh, I can't show that. This is some converted cartoons. This is someone you might want to check out. Psychic Vampire Codex. Let's see. Okay, I don't need that shit. Okay, I'm gonna put this in the martial arts pile. What about sport? This is not a very impressive book. This is really fucking heavy sound stuff. It's stupid extra physics. Oh, my little mini Tao Te Ching. That's a little mini Tao Te Ching book. Jesus loves porn stars. Okay? Just in case you didn't know. Yeah, I got more. Don't worry, man. I'm gonna try to find some. I'm trying to find the Zen Buddhism books for you. What's the point? Are you some American living in Moscow or born in? What the fuck? Yes, it's exactly what it is. This is fucking Sexy Librarian ASMR, you dumb fuck. What do you think this is? There's not very Russian-friendly streams. That would be nice if I was you. Fucking retard. What the fuck is this? Oh, games and puzzles, okay. You don't care about this. Oh, Maltese deck. This is some trippy hippie stuff. You might like that. You might like this one. I'm trying to find the Zen books. Oh god. Oh, fucking hippie stuff. Sex magic with ISIS. So this is really what Easter's about, by the way. You know, if you want to get into that kinky shit. Okay. We'll put this in this pile. This is some really heavy fucking diet thing. Where are we born? I was born in New York. I'm a New Yorker. And I was born in a different timeline where men were men and we had studies. Here you go. Here's one. So you're looking at the first of the Buddhist books I can find for you. Did you catch that, bro? You better be paying attention if I'm going through all this fucking trouble. It's hurting my back. Another one from the old days of the Korean karate era when people actually knew how to fucking hurt people. Put that in this pile, because I'm going to keep these out, because I'm going to read these again. The Palladian Workbook. Kariel the Great Shift. I don't know what the fuck this is. When Master Jesus walked the earth plane, great crowds would come with him. Let's just, okay. This is some hippie Jesus stuff. What else do we got? Here's another one for you. I hope you're freaking taking notes, man, because you wanted me to show you the books. I'm showing you the damn books. I'll put this in this pile. Melchizedek deck, blah, blah, blah. I'll put this in this pile. I'm never going to read this again. It's too fucking heavy for my brain. I was supposed to give this book back to one of my girls, and I couldn't because it was buried. Airbrushing. Unexplained weird stuff. What's this? Oh, Shibari you can use. So I used to do I was a professional rope bondage rigger. And a long time ago, I used to like hang pretty girls from the ceiling as an art installation. Oh God. Okay, so we'll put this in the martial arts pile. The rest of this stuff I don't really care about because I'm not going to read this again. The Tree of Enlightenment. Here's another one. I don't remember if it's any good. Probably not. Holding Center. I don't remember this book at all. I'll put it on the pile so I can check it out again. Okay. Vedic astrology, it's way too heady. Not fun, not a fun read. Okay, I'm gonna have to get the pile out because this is not. I did it. I did not choose the right pile for the first box opening. Oh God. Okay, let's be back. Oh boy. I really don't enjoy packing or unpacking anything. What the fuck is this? I will leave this in this pile. The Tree of Enlightenment. Mental development. I mean, the problem with these books that go, hey, what's up, Dan? So, our buddy over here was asking about books for Buddhism, and I still haven't finished unpacking the house. So I said I would just go look through the book and see what I have, because like I stopped reading about Buddhism 30 years ago. These books are as old as fucking most of the people on the channel. So I'm trying to remember what books were good. Black Medicine, The Art of Death. Oh, this is a martial arts book. Put that in the martial arts pile. How you doing, Dan? Welcome to the Zombie Jesus stream. I hope you're having a good Zombie Jesus day. Okay, let me clean up this mess and I'll go with the other pile. Oh boy. I don't remember the order this was put in. It was so neat when it was done for me. And now it's not neat anymore. It's gonna make my OCD go fucking wild. Oh shit. This is all fancy trainer stuff when I was working corporate trainer shit. I had to teach corporate trainer classes. It's so funny how all these like fucking people, these like fucking YouTube retards talk to me about like, I don't know what I know. Meanwhile, I used to teach the goddamn classes on this shit, okay? And they have like all these conspiracies that I'm like some like moron who doesn't know about the fascia. Meanwhile, I used to fucking teach the goddamn class on the fascia. You're fucking kidding me. Like I literally taught the class. I literally taught the class on it there. Oh god. Okay, let's here. I'm not gonna read this. I did not pack this properly because it's not all fit. How did this happen? Oh my god. This is not how it went in the box. I can tell you that right now because you can see this box is almost full and I still have like 50 books on the floor. You don't like people cursing, this is the wrong stream for you. Okay? Wiener Schnitzel, we don't do censorship here. Go back to fucking Nazi Germany for that shit. Okay? I intend to use my freedom of speech as long as I have it. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but you got the wrong guy, buddy. I'm not your buddy guy. This is definitely the wrong stream for you if you have a sensitive vagina. Okay? Ugh, fuck. Why can't this just be easy? Oh. Oh, this sucks. Fuck you! Oh my god! This is fucked up. Oh fuck, I'm not gonna pick this thing up again, hold on. This sucks. We're not doing that. We're definitely not doing, holy fuck. God damn it. Oh, fuck. Okay. You're not hurting me. Here's another one. That's interesting for you. Oh, shit. The fuck is this? Yeah, some Taoist secret, whatever the fuck this is. It's weird. I read books and then I forget which books are which, and I just like keep like the overview. Okay. Oh God. Storm the course. Feng Shui. Feng Shui. My favorite book of all time. The best book ever written. Because this one has the Family Traditions of the Art of War in the back. I've had this book since 1993. And if you're a martial artist and you have this book, you have failed. And get this copy. Make sure you get this copy. Don't get the, because the other copies only have the Book of Five Rings. Don't get ripped off. But I've had this book since 1993. Are you planning to get a bookshelf? Oh, I used to have bookshelves, but they broke because the weight of the books was too much. So after the third house move, they just snapped. In the study room, I have an entire closet of shelves now. So hopefully I'll be able to put them out again. So instead of me having a living room, I have a training room. And then I have a small bedroom that's going to be like my study. So I don't have a living room. So in that room over there, still not unpacked, in the closet is going to be my bookshelf. But I've only been here for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I'm like, how hard it was to get all this shit done and then get the studio running? So it's fucking crazy. It's not easy. This dude better still be here, because if I'm busting my back to show him the books, you still here, Ledge? Oh, God. Okay. Okay, you better still be here, because I'm hurting myself for you. This is a must-read if you're into Buddhism. Okay? This was okay. This was it's short. This guy is a mass murderer. More kinky shibari stuff. Oh! Everybody's heard of the 48 Laws of Power, right? Where's this fucking guy? This Lag, my homie from Brooklyn, you asked for the books. You better still be here. Show me you're still here, bro. I ain't hurt my back for no fucking reason. I'm gonna make sure he's still here before I keep going on this little book tour. Hold on. Oh my God. On YouTube, I don't know his real name. His name is like Lodge, I think is how you say it? Lodge, whatever. Oh, fucking YouTube, the goddamn backwards video. Yeah, everything's backwards. Well, if you heard the 48 Laws of Power, this is 50 Cent's 50 Laws from 50 Cent. Which is actually a pretty good book. I'm going to put that out because I want to reread that one because it's good. Chinese Elemental Astrology. What else do we got? Oh, what was this? Magic, Misdirection, Magic. Don Miguel Ruiz, The Four Agreements. Music business bullshit, how to read auras, instructions to the cook. Oh, the Romello Tomasi guy. Okay, now I got to the good stuff. Are you fucking here, bro? Oh my God, this kid isn't here. I'm gonna be so fucking mad. Because I finally started getting to the Buddhist books. The reason I started this, because someone on the stream just asked me to show off all my Buddhist, like what books are for Buddhism. I said, okay, I'll find the books for you. And now I'm finding the books, and he's not responding. That's some bullshit, bro. Oh my God. And then I'm supposed to unpack this anyway, so I guess it forced me to unpack. But I probably wouldn't do this for another month or two. I don't want to do this. Okay, here's where the Buddhist stuff comes in. Pocket reference for what? What is this? Oh, this is like construction worker shit. So, Beyond Birth and Death by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Buddha. This is a good one. The Sayings of Confucius. You gotta have that. If you don't have that, you're a punk. We're in Tibetan Book of the Dead, Art of the Living, Going to the Refuge. Okay, we're gonna make a separate pile. This guy, he said, the serial killer. This is my law books. Man's body. How to do just about anything. Like how to fix like everything. You need that in your life if you're a man. No one's tricking me anything. He specifically asked me to show him a book about like Buddhism. I said, how to go find out what books I still have. But, you know, I know you guys with IQs less than 100, you see books and you get offended. So I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry that, you know, I'm hurting you. That you might actually have to, like, use your brain and your head for something other than a fucking hat rack. Feng Shui. Oh, God. Shambhala, the sacred path of the warrior. The Essence of Buddhism by Joe Durden Smith. Beyond Illusion and Doubt, a Vedic perspective on Western philosophy. Jeez. The Prophet by Kilian Gibran. Excuse me. Let me see that. Yeah, it's always like that. Water margin. I never even heard of that. I'll check it out. I'm really ill. But the guy that asked me for the Buddhist books, I found the Buddhist books and he's not even here. I'm just starting to get to the good stuff. Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill, classic. Second volume is The Sayings of Confucius, got about that. Making Out in Japanese. I don't like it very much. Anmari Suki Janai. I like it a lot. Dasuki. Okay, hold on. Curses and Insults. Chikusho. Kuso. Ikanai. Okay, there's some fucking cool Japanese curses. Well, we'll keep that one out because that's funny. All right. What else do we got here? I have a 150-year-old book of Shakespeare. I can show you that. Or a 100-year-old book of Shakespeare, something like that. It's old, that's what I remember. It's old as shit. The Bhagavad Gita, I have that. Found that. Okay, what is it here? Oh, God. Oh, fuck. Beethoven, Webster's Dictionary, Yoga, The Web That Has No Weaver, Understanding Chinese Medicine. Oh, God. The Master and the Margarita. What the fuck is that about? The Zen Way to the Martial Arts. I think this is where it started. I think this is where it started. I think this is the book. So it was, I found, because the whole idea was we're going back in time to when I was 13 years old, and I started reading about like samurai shit and Zen Buddhism. So I think these are the two books that started it all, okay? So if he goes back and does the review of the stream, it's this version of the Book of Five Rings. Don't get another version, get this version, because it has the transition to the Art of War. And this book, that's where it started. So imagine 13-year-old me training like a fucking samurai ninja kid, getting my ass kicked by fucking like psychotic fucking gang member, fucking martial arts guys and fucking ex-military goons from Vietnam. And I have these two books and a bunch of ass whippings. And that's how it started. This is the beginning. I was trying to remember the beginning, and then we found the beginning. This is my the history of how how I started. The whole reason I busted out these books, because the kid that was on the stream asking about the books about Buddhism, I couldn't remember which is the first ones I was reading, what got me started. And these are the two books that got me started in 1993. Okay? It was these two books. All right? So if he goes and reviews the stream, it was this one and this one that got me started in 1993. Okay? God damn it. 33 Strategies of the War, fucking 40 Laws of Power, fucking Seduction, The Signs of the Father of Life, the Melchizedek Divination. Oh God, this is too much. It's too much, guys. God damn it. Ah! For all the motherfuckers who are talking about that I don't know about the motherfucking fascia, okay? All you motherfucks coming to me that I don't know about the fascia, I've had this book for like 20 years. Okay? Fucking kidding me? I've been looking for this book for the last couple of years. It's been packed up. This is what the myofascia looks like. Oh yeah, it's double because the TV sound is on and it got loud. There we go, I'll mute that. So all these fucking tool bag, paper tiger YouTube retards and their fucking gang stalking idiots that send their little troll buddies and fake accounts talking about I don't know about the motherfucking fascia. I know about the motherfucking fascia. Okay? I teach the fucking classes on the motherfucking fascia. Good fucking Christmas Christ and a broken set of crutches. The fucking fascia, bro! You guys know how much I love the fascia. The fascia. Okay? The fucking fascia. They're touching the fascia, guys. They play with the fascia. If you're this YouTube personality that's with the fucking fascia and they don't even own this book, they need to all shut the fuck up and eat a dick. Okay? Every one of them. Damien doesn't have any. Someone went on Shirley's page. You just got here. You just watched the show. Calm down. You don't know the backstory. Someone went to Shirley's page saying that I don't have the right to talk about the fascia and this and that and yada yada yada. What's up, Seven? Andrew, you fucking cocksucker. Happy fucking Zombie Jesus Day, bro. Motherfucking happy fascia day to you. I can't believe I fucking finally found this goddamn book. I've been looking for it for 2 years. If that kid didn't ask me to go through my books, I wouldn't even fucking found it. How you been, bro? I haven't seen you in way too long. No one invites me to play video games anymore because they know I'm gonna curse them out for not inviting me to play video games anymore. What the fuck is this? Martial arts, student workbook, instructor manual, Promotions, fucking. Oh, discussions on ghosts, another fucking one for this Buddhist shit. Told you to have a hole in the ground, have no money more than. What is this dude? It did not Hoy Black, Suka. Are you fucking kidding me? What are you talking about? Are you drunk? Of course he's drunk, he's Russian. Okay, well, I made this fucking mess for no goddamn reason because the guy who asked me about the books isn't even fucking here. So I just went through this whole goddamn thing for no fucking reason. Because I finally found the fucking Buddhist books for him and he's not even here. And now I gotta carry this goddamn fucking 100-pound box back to the goddamn room. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you all the way, fuck you. Oh my god. What's up, how you been, bro? It's nice to see you. Finally showing up and seeing your grandpa. Act like you don't know anybody, motherfucker. Ashita Kim's actually is entertaining. Because some of the things are actually legit mixed with a whole bunch of nonsense. Like he steals a couple of little cool legit tricks and then he just fills up with absolute shit. Baker, you don't curse enough. Okay? If you don't start cursing and like using your speech, before they take it completely away, it's not gonna be a good fucking place for you over there. The whole EU is like, it's all like weird liberal Nazi people. They're like, they lost their fucking mind over there. Oh, here's another one. Hopefully this guy's gonna go and review the stream and see all the books I pulled out for him. I got this from the temple in New York. Here's another random book about Buddhism. He wanted books about Buddhism, so I got him books about Buddhism. Oh my God. Some of these books are older than most of the people in the stream right now, which is really embarrassing that I'm not fucking old. I mean, in Tai Chi terms, I'm still young because most of the people start training at my age, which is ridiculous. But most of the people that come to my stream are like 20 years younger than me. And my books prove it. But you gotta admit, I look pretty good for an old bastard, you know? Can't say the Tai Chi and the strippers and the fucking whiskey didn't do me right. What is this? Save your child's life. Hacky sack, bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. You got fart, crystals, fucking girl bullshit, yoga bullshit, 100 essential yoga bullshit, Beethoven, not bullshit. Did I miss anything? Oh god, alright. Oh fucking bitch, what is this? Magic restoration, okay, we're good. Okay, I'm gonna break my bag and put this away and come up and drink with you guys. I love how I empty these boxes, I refill them, the boxes are full, and I still have this many books on my floor. This is great. This is fucking great. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm going back to the study. Fuck! Oh my god. So this is, I'm going to show, this is my fanciest book in my collection. This is 100 125-year-old complete works of Shakespeare. It's probably worth money. And it's, I probably should take better care of it. And this is Mark Twain, because these are all 100 years old. This is, I think, 125 years old. This book right here. Not that any of you uncultured heathens give a shit about that. Oh my God. And there's more, but I'm not dealing with it. That's it, I'm done. So, at least I found the starting point. You want to know, what book. So this was the two books. I'm going to repeat it again. If you hopefully I'm going to make them come back and watch this fucking stream because they hurt my back doing this shit. But these are the two books that started it all for me in 1993 or some shit. Like between 1992 and 1993 is when this all started with these two books. I was a little baby ninja in those days. I was like Naruto. I was the orphan ninja, and I was training in the ghettos. That's how it all started. Oh fuck me! But I can't wait. I can't wait because the people who know about the whole, Tai Chi idiot drama. Oh yeah, Naruto's my life story. It's so fucking weird. It's so funny. But I can't wait for these fucking delinquent shit-talking scumbags to open their mouth again about the fucking fascia and tell you that I'm not qualified to talk about the fucking fascia. I'm gonna beat them over the fucking head with this book and make them fucking swallow it. Motherfuckers. Oh, the Harvard Business Review. That's a good one. Dude, when Pervy Sage died, it broke my heart. Because when you first watched that shit, it wasn't for my girl. We never watched it. Last shit from New York had a red beard and a pink shirt. I don't want to know. But when you're watching Naruto, I just watched it with my girlfriend, and you get into the whole kid story, and it hits your fucking your feels, and then the fucking grandpa dies, and then everyone starts dying, and it gets fucking brutal. It's like, what the fuck? No, you can't kill them. And then they kill fucking Pervy Sage, man. You can't kill Pervy Sage, bro. What the fuck? You can't do that. You just can't do it. No, it's unacceptable. He didn't even get to fondle the freaking, it's a nice big old, milk jugs. You had to at least get him, it was such a no. It's unacceptable. No. I stopped watching it at the Infinite Tsunami part, where the fucking the moon spell thing, and that's where I stopped watching it. Because at that point my life was too chaotic, and my ex got hospitalized and sold her soul to the devil. So I didn't want to, I didn't have time to watch it, and I just didn't want to watch it anymore. And the fucking, how it is, that goddamn show, the 50 flashbacks, I can't sit with that shit. You have watched. That sounds familiar. I might have watched a clip of it. I don't really watch anything, but when my student shared the Crunchyroll account with me, so I can watch anime if I want to. Now that I'm bro, I've just been unpacking, wiring the studio, and training the last 3 weeks. Oh, right. So on Discord, what happened was TikTok said my anime character. If you like something, if you put in the search bar, what's your anime character, and the first one comes up describes you, and that was the first thing that came up that described me. It was like this like asshole who's just like smacking everybody around. I'm like, okay, I'll take it. Oh. Oh my god. I can't believe this kid made me go all through this fucking trouble and he's not even here. Oh, motherfucker. Casey. No, actually, when I was a kid, I liked them all. Because I'm like, my autism is very strange like that. I don't have favorites, but I like Michelangelo the most because he always wanted the pizza, and I love pizza, like my favorite food. But like, I like Donatello because he had the katana. But I like Raphael because of his attitude. You know what I mean? And my karate teacher was like Splinter. It was like grimy old dude. Do you know that Teenage Ninja Mutant Turtle was actually based on some guys, like this whole like black karate club in New Jersey? They were actually called like the Ninja Turtles, and that's where the cartoon came from. New York has by far the best pizza. Even like the bad pizza in New York, the bad pizza in New York is still better than a lot of good pizza in a lot of other places. North Carolina actually has decent pizza. Gastonia had some really good, like it was 90%. The problem with the pizza down here that was like exactly like New York, at least over there because it's like 1,200 feet above sea level, that you have to put salt in the cheese. The cheese tastes like shit. No, you can't even. It's 5 feet above sea level. There's salt water in the air, and then it has this water coming from the fucking like upstate New York. So like the combination of the air pressure, the salt air, and the fucking water from the fucking source up north, and then a whole bunch of like off the boat guineas, you can't compete with that. It's a different level of pizza. Like you can't touch it. And nobody in the fucking planet has eaten more pizza than me. Right? Like no one. And I can say this wholeheartedly. Like I really discuss it. I literally every single day, I can say from 1992 till 2001, I had pizza every single fucking day, except maybe on Sunday. Because when I'm in school, you had school pizzas. And then I got the bus, I would get a fucking slice of pizza. Like, it was like every day. Maybe I missed a couple of days here and there, but I was on that shit. Oh man, that was my favorite food. By far my favorite food was pizza. And like the only time I'm not, because like, you know, the only time I'm not vegetarian is I eat pizza. It's the only time. Because my whole thing about being a vegetarian is I don't eat anything that takes a shit, has eyes, or runs away. You know what I mean? But I try to avoid eggs and cheese as much as I can. But when you're in the middle of nowhere and there's nothing to eat, you have to you have to make provisions. So I'll break my vegan time for pizza, and there's like no food because like people are too strict. Like they slip eggs into everything. Like your bread will have fucking egg in it. So it's like, what are you gonna do? But aside from that, I'm pretty much vegan. I think if you're gonna drink milk, goat milk would be more realistic. But I stopped drinking milk in 1996 because I was always getting fucking bronchitis and pneumonia like every year religiously, and the doctors always putting on fucking medication and nothing ever worked. I stopped drinking milk. I didn't get that anymore. You know what I mean? American food is fucking poison, but to drink the milk of an animal that's supposed to grow to be a fucking ton or two, right? The enzymes in it are designed to make something grow to be 2,000 pounds and these animals are filled with pus and abused. No. And if you're gonna go to some Amish farm where like these cows are pets and they're free reign roaming and like, you know, they're getting fed and pet and then someone milks their tits, you know, then it's like the ecosystem's working in like, you know, how it's supposed to work. That milk might be okay. I still don't think drinking cow's milk from a science perspective is gonna be good for you to be drinking it every day. Hitting it once in a while is probably good for you. But a goat would be more realistic because of its size. You know, this is just like fitness logic. I wouldn't recommend eating animals that are fucking... Everything in California is horrible. California is fucking Satan's asshole. Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, there's like maybe the north part where the wine and the fucking forest are. It's fucking Satan's asshole. Let me explain to you how this country works. Culture goes from New York to California, right? And crazy liberal communist socialist laws go from California to New York. And mark my fucking words on this, okay? Culture, everything, hip-hop started in New York from Puerto Rico to the blacks, right? It marched its way across the country to California. All the crazy liberal, socialist, psychotic, fucking like Satan's asshole propaganda, fucking 72 demon genders, all the crazy shit, comes from California and travels across the country to New York. All the weird laws that are repressive and stupid, that make no fucking sense, they happen in California, and then after a couple of years, they track across the country to New York, hopping liberal cities. I really hope that, you know, like God would hurry up and like, you know, make the fucking fault line break and fucking separate California to the ocean. We need to get rid of that fucking place. We started it. But you gotta understand the culture, like, you know, from the 70s to the 90s, New York was a different place. It's a different fucking place. Oh my God. Wu-Tang Clan was the end of masculine black culture. Like, I've been saying this, I stopped listening to hip hop and like rap at Wu-Tang. Everything after Wu-Tang is shit. Everything that came after Wu-Tang is completely fucking garbage. It's not because I'm like, oh, I'm an old head. No. I'm talking about from a third-party musicology perspective, anthropologist looking at music and how it's created, the culture behind it. Everything after Wu-Tang is fucking trash. Okay? It's a fucking dumpster fire. A progressively worse dumpster fire of bullshit that just train people to be fucking like complete, just, what are these fucking skinny jean fucking like pussy no honor having little bitch motherfuckers, like, you know, like toothpick kids like running around stabbing shooting like they're running away. Like, my generation would eat these kids. It's not even rap. You heard this mumble rap shit? Do you remember the fucking Designer Panda? When I was still streaming on fucking Facebook during the proof, there's this song from this guy named Designer. It's called Panda. It was when the mumble rap was at its peak. It is fucking terrible. Like, the fact that people think it's cool, like they're fucking like drunk on lean and like this is like the cool kids club. Let's fucking sound like we have like a mental deficiency and we're on fucking drugs and we're gonna be like the big stars. And the panda, like fucking shut the fuck with peanut butter in your mouth and a big dick and then try to rap. It's fucking trash. It's fucking absolute trash. This is like, it's not even like, it's I can't even call it music. And I have a degree in music, okay? It's like, they need to send the fucking asteroids. I can't take it. I can't, listen, I haven't listened to, I haven't watched television or radio since 95, but 1993 when I started getting into like the Buddhism and really got serious about martial arts, I threw out my TV. So I didn't have a TV since then. I got a TV when I got my girlfriend and she wanted a TV. And then I used my TV for the news and like I'll watch a movie once in a while. I do not deal with modern society. I'm in this world and not of it. I have no idea what the fuck's going on. Send all the asteroids on level fucking 9,000. Over 9,000. I'm fucking done. I'm fucking done. Because there's no redeeming these people. You know, it's like everybody has free will choice. They've been tricked into selling their fucking souls. And everybody's selling their souls for another fucking bullshit reason, you know? And they want to be like, I want to... It's disgusting. This whole place needs to be fucking purged. The gods, you know, the ancient fucking aliens need to come back from underneath the ocean. It's time to purge. I don't even think that they want to eat these fools. Because they're so... Like, I can't. Hakka? Well, what part of Hakka? Like the Fukjao people? I mean, it's good stuff. I mean, any martial art that lasted more than 100 years has good stuff in it, because it obviously fucked people up. I think it's good. I think, you know, the Hakka speaking your people are fucking gangsters. Like in Chinatown, like the Fukjao Hakka people, they're like the black people of Chinatown. Like the ghetto, in general. Like, everybody, look, like, don't hate on me for saying it. You know what I mean? I also trained with all the old school guys from all the other Chinese styles, all the old school Korean karate styles. I felt that same power from everybody. I felt equal levels of power. You know what I mean? The only thing is that the Hakka styles, they stayed with the real stuff longer because they're ghetto. I mean, like, I'm trying to make you understand what I mean. Like, in terms of like Chinese people, like Fukjao people are like ghetto. They're black. Like, and I don't mean black. I mean like the N word with the hard R. That's the fucking Hakka fucking like the Fukjao. And you get, don't this is not me saying it. Don't hate on me. If you know Chinese culture, like they're the hard R. like the other Chinese people talk about them like they're like we don't go into that side of town. Like they're like ghetto. I'm being like real. Like if you anybody who's like knows Chinese people and like their culture. And talking about like Fukjao, like the fucking like Hakka people, like it's like they're like the niggas with the hard R. I'm not even fucking with you, bro. Like ask them. Like you have the Singaporean people who like they're like the snooty, like you know like the Mandarin speaking people who like oh like I'm better than everybody, like I'm the upper class. And then you have like the Cantonese people, like you know like your Hong Kong people, like the middle. But like then you have like Toisan and like all the other like people. But then you have the Hakka Fukjao. It's like you don't fuck with those people, but like ghetto. It's like so like that's why like their martial arts in these days are still kind of relevant because they're ghetto. They're hardcore people. They're not like these men like. I look, man. Most of the people who learn a martial art that was transferred in Mandarin, they're fucking pussies. Okay? Oh my god. Yes, the Tai Chi people are very cultish. And perfect example, like, you know, you understand 1946 to 56, what happened? 1956, 58 is when they allowed martial arts to become legal again. They hung all the masters. So then you have like the Beijing San Shenzhen form, they speak Mandarin. The real language of China is Cantonese. All right, for the Tang Dynasty, it's Cantonese, right? Like, and this is not just me like being a favoritism. Like, I spoke Cantonese first, but if you look at the history, like Cantonese is the real language of the Chinese people, right? Like Mandarin, some other shit, and it comes from the fucking Qing, man, the Qing, and. Then you have like the culture of like this like class system, because that's what communism does. It creates a caste system, and the Mandarin-speaking people think they're better than everybody else, and then during like the businesses like like the Singaporean people and like the Beijing types, they don't think they're better than everybody else, and then it trickles down. But when you look at how that transferred martial arts, so the first legalized version of Tai Chi. Oh God. forget these fucking Tai Chi people. They're just so fucking stupid. I'm gonna end all this in this couple of years. Recently, about talking about how Cantonese close to the middle. Yeah, it's literally Tang Dynasty language was Cantonese. Okay, like it wasn't like it was Cantonese. Like they're changing history because that's what they do. Okay, it was literally Cantonese. It's like it's not even like as far away as like Old English to English. It's more like British English to American English. It's that close. It's not like, you know, the fucking Old English shit's all fucked up. It's not that far away. Like, Cantonese is the real Chinese language. And then everything else is like other stuff. You know, that's my story. I'm taking fucking to it. But going back to the point, I'll get to the Nick Ripsey thing in a second. But when you talk about like why there's these cult-like things, like first of all, tribalism I talked about at the beginning of the stream, but then you have the class system, and then you have what was sanctioned by the government, and then you have the commercialization, romanization, and fucking English bullshit of it, and then these like worshippers. Yeah, right? You know, I'm the fucking Dilo of the fucking ghetto, bro. But it even says Dilo on my shirt. So anyway, like when you look at like the culture and what was government sanctioned, and then you have all the people with the money, they push all the bullshit, you know, and then you have the Americans who are like cult fucking weirdos. So it's just a very like modern Western narcissistic thing to be like, oh, I'm better than you because I do this. Like most of the Tai Chi people that do Tai Chi, they don't care about learning the real shit. Like, for instance, in Shirley, so there's people like that also that like we were, you know, that they'd rather they want to feel like they're part of some like fancy like Pope guy's lineage rather than learn the real shit, right? I don't give a fuck about your lineage. I care about the real stuff. You know what I mean? That's why I went to the back alleys and I looked for the gangsters, like literally the gangsters to teach me kung fu. Like I didn't want to learn from the school. I wanted to learn from the gangsters, like the real fucking tongue and shit. Like, you know, like, I wanted to learn the real shit. But going back to the Nip Risky thing, bro, these Tai Chi people are fucking brain damaged. They don't know their own history. They live in delusion. They think that they're gonna, like I just posted in the Discord a video semi-documentary about my first Grandmaster William Chen and how they teach the class, and everything I talk about, it's like so, and like no one's like, you know, we can say William Chen's bullshit. Like these guys are delusional. They don't want to do things. They don't want to train hard. You know, they never got into a fight before. They don't know what it actually takes to fucking survive a fight. They don't know what it is to get hit or hit somebody. And then they have this fucking delusion. And there was one guy, I don't know his name, but he's a respectable older guy, master from Chen Manching, who posted a video a couple months ago I found, where he was saying the same thing I said. He was like, in his older age, he wished he kept his strength. And people misunderstood what Chen Manching was doing and the time frame they were talking about. The people's lives were very difficult. They had workout injuries, they were tense, they were stressed out. So he was saying you shouldn't do any more working out because you need to relax. You have so much internal tension, you're getting sick. But they didn't think about the repercussions of 30 years of never working out and only doing soft side Tai Chi. Tai Chi's not supposed to be that. Tai Chi's supposed to be super soft and super hard. The iron needle, right? The fucking everything expanding so hard that you become a fucking metal puppet. And they've lost that. They don't get it. The fucking, what was the guy, I don't remember the guy's name. He's on the Martial Man. The Chinese guy does Yang style is really good. But he was talking about, like one of those videos about how like one of the masters used to fucking break walnuts with his fingers with the fucking, you know. Like these guys were doing stone lock, you know? Exactly. And that's why, you know, I've been under attack by these groups for fucking 20 years. You know, because when I first came in thinking, because in New York, people are different. When you're in real life, everyone's respectful, everyone's a community, everyone shares together, everyone plays nice together. And like, you know, even though, you know, people, like even the worst of the challenge matches, like I've had hundreds of matches, right? And, you know, like, you know, I've even had like, you know, the old school challenge matches and like random people coming up to me in the parks and this and that. But even the most disrespectful still had more understanding and respect. These fucking paper tiger people, like I couldn't understand it. So when I came online, like the Fajing group and the Rumsung Fist and the Reddit people and the Facebook people, all these fucking idiots, and I was like so surprised by the way they treated me, because like they always like I'm your poster child. I'm like 20-something years old. I'm already a master level in karate. I'm already an expert in Tai Chi at this point. I already have fight experience, field experience, doing security, fucking a trainer at the highest level. I should be your poster child and save your business. But what I realized as I grew up was that I made them look bad by existing, you know, and they have to rethink their training, you know? And all these people is, oh, is that real Tai Chi? I'm like, if it's not real Tai Chi, then you call him William Chen, Chen Men-cheng, all the people came after him, not real Tai Chi. All the people who went to fucking Taiwan to compete in the Lei Tai, the fucking Sanjiao, the fucking, you know, the push-hand tournaments, they're not real? Like, what? You know, and then say, like, you can't do push-ups. Oh my God, they're fucking retarded. They're retarded. If you're doing your Tai Chi well, you do the Tai Chi to balance out your push-ups, you fucking morons. Do you not get it? If you use your brain and figure out, how do I use weights to improve my Tai Chi? How do I use Tai Chi to improve my weightlifting? How do I use push-ups to improve my Tai Chi? How do I use Tai Chi to improve my push-ups? How do I make sure that this doesn't interfere with this thing? Not just, some master 40, 50,000 years ago said you can't do push-ups. Never happened. It never happened. There's no direct quote of Chen Man-cheng saying never do weightlifting and never do push-ups. Like for infinity. There's no direct quote. Okay? If there is one, please show it to me. There's nothing in the classics. I have the classics, like 5 different, you know, classical fucking treaties and Polo, which is some of the fucking masters. I've never once saw where it says you cannot lift weights, you cannot do calisthenics, ever. Ever. And if they're, and the same ones with the fucking fascia, okay, that these fucking delinquent paper tiger fucking cunts say that I don't know about the fascia, okay, I want to see one of them pull up a quote directly saying that you're not allowed to do calisthenics and you're not allowed to lift weights. And then tell me, what is it when you're fucking lifting the fucking dao, the fucking sword, the fucking gun, you know, the big ass fucking pole shaking, right? You're lifting the fucking stone lock, which is a Chinese kettlebell. I want you to show me where in the classics it says do not train like that. It says do not use force against force. It does not say make yourself into a weak punk bitch. I would love for somebody in the Tai Chi community to educate me, because listen, I may be the, you know, I come off like a tough guy asshole, but I'm always willing to be correct because I'm always learning. And with these fucking idiots, if they're so smarter than me, they're so much better than me, why aren't they teaching me? Why don't you come like a fucking respectful person and say, hey, here's the evidence, this is why you're wrong, and I'll be like, oh, thank you, and I will change. But so far, all I see is 100 million case studies of people who move like shit, look like shit, and act like shit. So until somebody can prove to me that I'm wrong, shut the fuck up. Because I can break your fucking face. I can literally smash you in half. Okay? Like, you can't stop me from smashing you. How the fuck are you going to tell me your Tai Chi's better than mine? Like, no. Stop it. Fucking stop it. Fucking stop it. Sorry, that's my rant for today. But am I wrong, guys? I know I'm being facetious. I try to be entertaining by going over, you know, over the top. And it's fun to be like a little aggro sometimes. But seriously, you get the point. Yes, Yang Cheng. No. Was it Yang Wen? I actually, you know what? Right after this stream, I'm gonna post it in Discord on my community posts. I have one of the translations of the stories of all of the sons of the Yang family, and it talks about how he wanted to commit suicide. I have that. I will send it to you. I don't remember which one it was. If it was like, cause I don't remember I don't remember the lineage, because this is like my autism is weird like that. Okay, like I'm very good with like the macro level things and like pattern recognition, but when some information is useless to me, I just erase it. So I've read like over 1,000 books, but I only keep the stuff that's important and useful, and like the other bit gets dumped. So like, I don't give a shit about the lineage names. I don't give a fuck. Does it help me fucking stay healthy? Does it help me fight? I care about why the technique works. You know what I mean? And like, that's where my brain is. So like, I don't, and like, this is why me and military stuff doesn't mix, because I can't, I'm too much of a fucking divergent, and I hate authority, and I hate micromanaging small details that don't mean anything. I can't stand it. I'm a tactician, but I'm not like one of these people who cares about the serial number and the fucking, I can't stand that shit. That's what I'm saying. And then Chen Nanching said, eat bitter. In the thing I posted in Discord today, William Chen admits it. He's like, in the old days, we used to have bigger stances and your legs would suffer. But now I want to make it easier and more enjoyable. He's literally telling people he's treating you like a bunch of little bitches because your pussies won't hurt from doing the real training. And I did the real training my whole life, and they call me a crazy. Meanwhile, all the masters did it the way I did it. And they wonder why they can't stop me. I'm like, I just did what they told me they did. And then you guys are telling me I'm crazy for doing what they did and not what they told you to do. No, you're stupid and lazy, and they took your fucking money. Like, what do you want me to fucking tell you? And like, I played against the best of the best, and I talk like an asshole here for fun, but like in New York, people know me, and like I follow all the rules, and I'm like the model Buddhist like ninja guy in real life. So like, when I go to I was judging competitions, or I'm fucking doing the meetups, or I'm in the parks, everybody knows me as like super respectful. You can see, you look at the videos of me in Chinatown, you see how I treat the locals, and you can see how I really am. But with my students, I'm brutal and Pai Mei, but that's how I was trained. So it's a program. But God, I haven't met any of those guys. I played a 50-50 out of respect, but the top of the master guys, I shot a 50-50 out of respect. That's all I'm gonna say. Look, the thing is this. If you're gonna use a modified form, don't say that that's the only real way. The Chen Nanching form is brilliant and a fucking disaster at the same time. This is the Tao, right? Two truths can be parallel and simultaneously true and in conflict. Excuse me. Hey, what's up, Tony? So, happy Zombie Jesus Day. So, the thing with the Chen Nanching style, he did a great thing by lowering the entry point for the average person so that everyone can get involved, learn about Tai Chi, get healthy, and have basic self-defense. But him and William Chen both say it. They made it easier for the general population. Don't compare the modern sport dumbed down version so that everyone can be healthy and everyone can have basic self-defense skills as the real genuine artifact, and then claim anything else is not authentic. You're fucking retarded. You're all stupid, okay? You can't claim that the Beijing style forms are authentic. If you're being taught in Mandarin, you're being fucking lied to. Like, it's just like, fucking do your fucking homework. Read a fucking book. Please, read a fucking book. And here's the thing. The Chen Nanching and William Chen lineage, when you practice it hard, like meaning like to fight, like the video I showed you, they're using boxing gloves, they're hitting each other, hitting a bag, they're getting ready for the side and that stuff. They're hitting each other. When you practice like that, it's actually really effective. It's gross motor movement, People are lazy, okay? Like, bro, I'm telling you, the way I trained as a kid, these people would fucking die. They saw how I trained as a child. It's like Naruto level fucking training. I'm not saying because I'm telling you my real story. It's not fucking like, and then on top of the training I was doing with, training with, under the masters, I would train like that myself because all I had to go by was kung fu movies and fucking books like the Book of Five Rings and the Famous Art of War and these stories of these samurai kids training. So like, I'm like, well, this is how it was done. This is how I have to do it. Thank you, Tom. Where is the World Tai Chi Day in New York this year? I'm actually gonna. Oh my God, my back. I worked out too hard today. Oh. One second, I'll be right. I was gonna rinse some grapes off. I'm fucking starving. I'll be right there. What do you say? Excuse me. Where is it this year, Tony? Oh, ow. Sorry, I'm real hungry. You know what's messed up? I've had like 20 people in here already, and I only have 4 likes. Like, it's so hard to press the like button. So hard. Thousands of views on videos, and like no one will stop and hit the like button for all the fucking work I do for free. Fucking scumbags. But where is it this year? He's not gonna answer me. But going back to like, honestly scared people of positive results. Oh, I'm not, Jose, I've been doing this for literally 25 years. I was one of the first people on the internet doing this shit. Oh, Pier 57? Okay. I didn't really do it over there. But don't worry about me, Jose. I'm already on every list. If you knew my real story and what I used to do and how much you think I talk a lot now, one of my little researchers on the team, she has, I think like 200 hours or more of my live streams. You want to hear some real shit? You want to know why I'm so repressed? I saw it. See? There's the chat right there. Actually see. But anyway, Dave, tell Neil, don't listen to these scrubs. Do the push-ups, and that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm getting back in shape. I'm gonna scare these guys. I didn't do a lot of Bak Mei. I only did like 10 or 15 lessons in Bak Mei. You know, like, I didn't actually do Bak Mei like that, like, you know. Yeah. I spawned them a lot. It was, they're fun. They're strong. You gotta understand something. Like, martial arts for me was a full-time job from age 16 to like now. Like, and not like this sport nonsense. Like it was like, I was literally doing like, you know, like the freaking Chinese like fucking Yashao lessons and like, you know, like, what's up, girl? Esperanza. What's up, you little cutie? How you doing? Happy Zombie Jesus Day. Salud. Hopefully you guys can see my transformation back into fucking superhero mode. You can see my second week of the gym. I took a picture today. I posted on the community tab. And you can compare it to like me 15 years ago in superhero mode. I'm gonna get back there. That's the goal. I'm gonna get back to superhero mode one more time, just to scare all these Tai Chi people. So you'd be like, it's not Tai Chi, you can't do that. And then I'm gonna go play push hands and show people I can do all the Jinlu and the Fa Jing and the Kong Jing and all the things with fucking like diesel fucking muscles. Take care, David, and happy fucking holidays, man. Be safe, bro. I mean, this community needs to be taught a lesson, and we need to change the standards. Oh, Bobby's the man. If he has the same number, I should give him a call. I actually have his number, and life was so crazy. I actually called fucking Lacey, Phil, and Bobby and say hi. This has been so crazy. I can't believe I'm still alive. Like, I wish I can tell you guys the whole story about how crazy it's been and what I survived in the last 6 years. I shouldn't be here. If it wasn't for God and huge balls and being really stubborn and my master sending me out into the fucking woods up north and doing fucking crazy SEER training. My teacher, like twice a year we go to the beach and train, and he kick us, fucking destroy us in the fucking beach, and we have to train in the water and fight in the water, and then twice a year I would go up north with him to the Catskills in the mountains, and I can't say but I would have to do a crazy like ninja shit, like sneaking in and out of the camp, like crawling through the mud, trying to sneak in and out, and like had flashlights trying to find me and shit. I'm crawling under the fucking flashlights and all this it's like I can't even talk about it. Tell Bobby I said my love, and his father, I wish him all the best. I really wish I could come see them. Honestly, the only thing I miss about New York is those guys. These are green seedless grapes because it's really hard to find seed vegetables and fruits anymore. So I'm eating not organic. It's a 3. I don't know if you know about the number codes. It's the shittiest grapes I can find because I'm poor. Oh yeah, what are you discussing? I just moved. So, and the farmers markets didn't really have grapes. They had like all other kinds of fruit. Where I was living before in the mountains in the fucking farmlands. Here, I'm on the East Coast now by the beach. I don't know what the farmers market is. I should know I do know what the farmers market is because I was driving the truck over. We passed it. It's like 20 minutes over the bridges. Yeah, you told me it was a Stewart Park, right? Yeah. There's literally no reason to come back to New York other than you guys, and you guys don't even go to the park anymore. So it's like, what am I going to go to New York for? I have nothing left. Maybe they have grapes in this farmer's market. I have to actually check. I didn't even think about that. Like honestly, the last 3 weeks, my toe's been healing. I've been trying to train. This is fucking crazy. This has been a fucking shit show. Have you guys been following all the court cases and stuff going on? Meta getting sued, Google getting sued. Listen, Trump promised, the fucking orange man promised, he's gonna make these social media companies expose who they're shitting and banning and why. And when they see what they did to me, I'm pretty sure people are going to jail. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Apple, get down. Enough of your shit. Come here. Yeah, you. Leave Mitchell Mayo alone. Thank you. I haven't been on Facebook since the 2020 election. Okay? I was banned. I had predicted my bannings of the day with 500 people in a closed group hardware banned, permanently banned, for, because I have a big mouth. What Facebook did to me is criminal. Okay? Like, I'm owed millions of dollars. I'm not saying this to be a dick or to talk shit. Because, like, when you're outside the loop, you don't understand how bad it really was. I got kicked out of society for my political views, okay? And then left to die. I shouldn't be alive right now, okay? I have not been on Facebook since the 2020 election because they hardware banned me and 500 of the people who were following me on the same day. Why would I make another account? It was already bad enough I was letting them fucking track me and all this fucking shit. I just told you, Tony, I'm not on Facebook. I was banned on the day of the 2020 election, so I couldn't cover it in my live stream. I was targeted. I just read the message. I'm answering you. Tony, I was banned the day before the 2020 election. I have not been on Facebook since the day before the 2020 election. I don't have a Facebook, I don't have an Instagram, I don't have a WhatsApp. I don't have any of it. So imagine how hard life has been, completely alone in a different state, okay, during the lockdowns with no way to communicate with people. They blocked my PayPal, excuse me, they went after everything. Tony, you're not listening to me. I'm going to repeat it one more time. Tony, I got banned on Facebook the day before the 2020 election. That was fucking 5 years ago. I haven't had a Facebook account because I got banned. I got banned. The day before the 2020 election. What the fuck? No! Thank you, Seven. No! I got banned on Instagram too. Because the fucking Tai Chi people fucking false reported me. It's a recent court case too. Listen, another one of my predictions I'm hitting. Look, you got banned, bro. Why do you think I'm fucking in the middle of nowhere by myself for 5 years? Dude, they were literally, I shit you not, they had fucking, literal special forces sending helicopters over my house. Literally, I shit you not on my grandmother's life. Okay? God rest her soul. Literally fucking helicopters flying over my house, literally right in front of my face, straight up, bro, Like, you don't understand how badly I pissed these motherfuckers off, okay? That's why when Jose was like, I'd be careful, I'm like, motherfucker, you have no idea. I'm gonna sit there in my underwear on my chair. Like, what are you gonna do? Here I am, fucking, what are you gonna do, motherfucker? You took an oath, like, you know, you should be protecting me, you fucking schmuck. I don't give a fuck. Like, one time in South Carolina, like, fucking a drone swarm was like tracking me, and they hovered over the house. Like, they like, I'm on everybody's shit list. Like, you know, people talk about gang stalking. They're like all these like crazy weirdos. Oh, this person's on the train looking at me. I'm like, no. Okay? Like, when I talk about like real shit, I didn't even tell you guys how fucking crazy it is and why I stayed to myself. Yeah, George has my phone number. George has everything. And I see George at least twice a month. Online, anyway. You can get my phone number from George. That's cool. Bobby may have my phone number also. I haven't changed my number in 25, 30 years. So Bobby might have my number also. Before I left New York, I made sure that, and his Sifu's son, Lee, has my phone number also. So, you're more than welcome to get my number. Tom V, which one's Tom V? Which Tom? I know a lot of Toms, bro. Tom Bizio, why is that familiar? I know that name. I don't know why I know that name. I know that name. I can't remember why. I remember his name. I don't remember if I met the guy or not. I mean, maybe I played with him in the parks or something, but I know his name. Like, I remember that name. But I don't... Like, bro, it's a blur. I know that it's a blur to me. I know his name, but I don't remember anything about the guy. Like, maybe if I saw his face or something, like, he didn't come to the meetups or anything like that, but I know his name. I just don't know why. I know who I probably either knew somebody who trained with him or something. I don't remember anything about the guy. I know the name though, but I don't remember anything about the guy at all. Excuse me. But bro, like, I've sparred like a couple of hundred people. Like, I was between sparring random people and playing push-ins with people I don't even fucking know. It's a couple of hundred people. It's just a blur. Like, all my time in Chinatown is just a couple of pictures of, like, seeing you guys and, like, the people I would, like, talk to. With all the push hands matches and all the sparring matches, they're just a blur. It's all like one sheet of blur. Like, imagine, I did karate for 20 years. I can barely remember a class. But it's inside my body, but it's just weird. Like, I know I was there. I have the fucking uniform and the scars on my body, you know? But I can't remember, like, maybe because of the brain damage and fucking dealing with all the fucking stuff I'm dealing with, maybe, like, you know? I have, like, memory loss. It's all a blur. Like, I was at Equinox training, I was a trainer at Equinox, master instructor for 5 fucking years. I can remember a couple of little events, a couple of things. It's just like a blur. You know, I remember I liked, you know, I used to get the fucking vegetarian chili at the front. I remember vaguely going to like Madison Square Park and Union Square Park to go on my lunch breaks. I couldn't stand being in the city, so I went by the trees. I would go to the fruit stands on 14th Street and 6th Avenue, and I would get like these trays of fruit for like $3 to $5, and that was my lunch. These fucking huge, like from the fruit stand over there by the pizzeria. What the fuck is? Oh yeah, I mean, I'll check it out. But I mean, if I remember his name, I don't remember anything about him, I probably wasn't impressed. Or I didn't see there was anything that was gonna help me. You know what I mean? I remember people who I eat with, who I drank with, and who impressed me. Aside from that, it's all a fucking blur, bro. It's all a fucking blur. I mean, you alone, how many people did you see me play push hands with? Like, just you, and how many times you ever, like, in the park? I don't remember any of that. Like, my fucking friend Brian telling me, he had me playing with these fucking, like, the Olympic fucking champions, these jiu-jitsu world champion guys. I don't remember any of it. I remember, like, vaguely throwing some of his friends to a fucking wall in a hallway. I don't know which one's which. It's a blur. It's a blur. And that's probably why I don't remember him. Why is my phone falling? This is not right. Okay, there we go. The tape was falling off. Wait. The Mott Street store? Like the martial arts store on Mott Street? Like the little one by the massage parlor downstairs? Or was it another martial arts place? I used to go to Kenji-san. I have no notion. That was my place. And I got I get like my Chinese weapon stuff I got from Mott Street because the guys gave me a discount. But Kenji-san gave me a discount also. And Kenji-san, that was the fucking spot. Was it Ken? What was his name? I can't remember. It's been so many years. Oh God, I'm gonna have to get another fucking tooth pulled. I don't know how to pull it myself. I'm just fucking so tired. It always hurts. I don't want to fucking. I'm just so beat up. Kenya is practicing with you? Wait. My student Kenya is practicing with me around you, Damien. She's in North Carolina because she does Tai Chi. This is true. She felt like she's coming off your body. That's always. Try that one again, bro, because I'm the one drinking and that sounds really drunk. I think you misspelled something. I don't know what you're trying to say there. This is the first time I can't really get what you're saying, bro. Tony, repeat that one, because I don't know what that means. Oh. She's in North Carolina? She's coming off your body because it's always with him. I don't know. I don't understand what you're trying to say there. I'm really confused by that sentence. I need a translator. I'm not even going to try to attempt to read that one because I don't even know what you meant, bro. I'm so sorry. just curious to listen to the shit show monologue on Easter Sunday. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me on the zombie Jesus rabbit shitting eggs day. The only day that a rabbit can shit eggs, where Ishtar was having fucking orgies. People don't know about that. People don't know anything. But it's not. Oh, okay. Well, the problem is China. Oh, okay. The thing is with the sword in Chinese martial arts, it's illegal to manufacture real swords in China. You can't get real weapons in China. That's why you have all the wushu floppy swords and they teach all this wushu bullshit, because the government outlawed it. Which is why these Tai Chi people talking about, oh, my Tai Chi is the real Tai Chi, but I do the Beijing form. Shut the fuck up. They're so fucking delusional. And then all these people saying, oh, Tai Chi is bullshit. Tai Chi is not even a fucking style. There's styles of Tai Chi, but Tai Chi is not a style. These people are so stupid and ignorant. So the problem with these Chinese martial art weapons, you're not going to get a real one. It's really hard. And if you're going to get one, it's probably made in fucking Indonesia or Korea or Vietnam or some fucking India or somewhere else. They don't make them in China. It's illegal. You literally cannot make a real traditional Chinese weapon in China. It's illegal. There is no made in China weapons. They're only wushu bullshit. I'm drinking. Oh God. This dentist almost killed me. I didn't tell the whole story about that. I have this one fucking tooth, and it's like, it's cracked in half, it's wiggling back and forth. And I'm trying to disinfect it and just keep the pain level down because I don't want to take any medication. So I'm at this point where I'm just gonna rip it out myself. Because I'm in the middle, I don't even know where I am. Like, I just found out where the restaurants are. Like, I know where the gas station is. You know, I'm barely unpacked. You know, my fucking foot, my toe almost came off. I'm not ready to fucking get another surgery in my face. So, but yeah, like, the energy thing is very interesting, you know, and it's so, like, I wish I would have, like, part of me wishes, like, you know, the community would be nicer. Will you at least tell us, tell us a sample buffalo dinner that might be fun tonight and eat? Oh, well, do you want to go full vegetarian vegan, or do you want to go like vegetarian where you eat eggs and cheese? Because it's a lot, and here's the thing, as a trainer, not as a Buddhist, whatever, she's not really, she's, oh, the Brahms in Tai Chi, one of the World Tai Chi days, she went, okay, so here's for the vegetarian, it's called ovo-lactic or lacto-ovo-vegetarian. It used to be called ovo-lactic, now they changed it to lacto-ovo. As a trainer, and you know, I took the nutritional certification, I took the book, I still have the book actually, but I just don't believe in a lot of nutritional science. Here's the thing, you have like enzymes in your stomach, and in the acids and the bacteria in your stomach, they have to switch over to be able to like process meat versus plant proteins or amino acid. So it's not a good idea to go straight from not eating meat to going straight vegan. So you should be eating eggs and cheese at least for a short time before you go full vegan. The big mistake people make is they try, because it's like switching from a ketogenic diet to a normal diet. Like, your body takes time to adjust. So if you eat eggs and cheese, as a vegetarian, it's much easier. It's safer for your body. You don't have all the problems you're gonna have are not relevant. So sample is literally everything. Okay? Hold on. I think you explained to me one day you were doing the energy Joshi folk thing. Oh, like the Qigong stuff? I barely remember, but I believe she felt it. She felt it. I mean, because I did the thing. But if you have any questions about the energy stuff, I'll tell you about that, Tony. Like I you know, people don't answer my questions. But as for the vegetarian guys, start off with a fucking. My favorite thing is like first if I have no vegetables on, I have to eat eggs. It's gold potatoes are the best. Okay, and you can make gold potatoes in 50 different fucking ways with adobo. Get the Puerto Rican Goya adobo. Don't get that Mexican shit. Get the Puerto Rican Goya adobo. That's number one. Get Goya adobo with the fucking pepper. This will save you. I don't care if you eat meat or you don't eat meat, but if you're a vegetarian, Goya adobo with the pepper. Not the Mexican one, the Puerto Rican one. Trust me, okay? So gold potatoes and eggs, however you like it, is a breakfast. Okay, you can eat that literally every single day. But only get the happy chickens. Don't get the fucking regular chickens because that shit will fucking kill you. Because if you're gonna eat eggs, you have to eat free range happy chickens. Okay, and the reason for this is like one is if the eggs are unfertilized. So if you have like a chicken that's just running around a farm happy, you're like keeping that chicken alive, and all the chicken is doing what it does every day is taking a shit. Okay, because it literally will fucking just take a shit and keep going. It shits on an egg. If there's no rooster around, the egg's unfertilized, the egg's gonna be fucking thrown in the garbage. So just eat the fucking egg. Okay, if you're a Buddhist and you don't eat the fucking egg, you're an idiot because you're actually helping the fucking people keep the fucking chickens alive. But anyway, don't eat regular eggs because the thing is this, you're eating the experience of the thing. So if you're eating a chicken that's in a fucking factory farm with its nose clipped off in a fucking subway car, attacking each other, that's fucking suffering its entire life, you're gonna eat those chemicals. So if you're gonna go vegetarian, only spend the extra $2 fucking and get the free range farm fed fucking chickens, okay, and get those eggs. So you can eat that every day if there's a way, pancakes in the morning, any normal breakfast. And then if you want, like, listen, people talk shit about like the Morningstar Farm and the fucking like Beyond Meat. Listen, you guys fucking eat garbage your whole fucking life. Eat the fucking fake meat, it's actually really good. Okay? It's a little too much salt, but compared to fucking eating toxic fucking shit in dead animals, it's fine. The Beyond Meat sausages are fucking epic. They're really fucking good. So that would be really good, you know, because that's like a good transition. Try that. I know it sounds crazy, but the Beyond Meat, like breakfast stuff, is really good. Impossible Burgers, I like those better than the fucking Beyond Meat burgers, but they're both really good. Rice and beans, like rice and beans by far is the world's superfood. The most underrated superfood. If you eat rice and beans every single day, you will be fucking golden. Rice and beans, and like I have a couple of staples that I do, like, you know, I make homemade pasta sauce. If you want to do pasta, so I'll take a can of fucking crushed tomato, a can of puree, put that in there, and just eyeball some fucking garlic, some pepper, some oregano, some habanero is very important. And I make my pasta sauce with that. I just boil that for like 3 hours until it fucking, you know, and the chlorophyll gets burnt down. That's good. Go into the freezer sections and get mixed vegetables, like frozen mixed vegetables. Like, you know, they have like stir fry and like different like packages of mixed vegetables, and you get them on sale. So you like the big bag and put it in the freezer, and then you can just switch with the basics. Because what I was doing when I was training is I would do my meal prep on Sunday. So I would cut all my vegetables up, and then during the week I'd have either rice or pasta as the bed, and then I would mix my vegetables with it. You know what I mean? So you can have like 30 different things. Most people always say like eating meat. Meat's supposed to be like the side, like except in like Western culture, where like you'll eat it's like retarded. Nobody. When I teach my fitness, when I'm a fitness trainer, what I tell people is this: eat natural. 12 fists of food every single day. Make a fist that's the size of your heart. 3 fists is fucking your stomach. So you want 12 fists of food if you're training, 9 fists of food if you're a lazy fuck. Okay, so you have, you know, 3 plates of food of 3 fists, and then 1 fist each of a snack you can have if you're really hungry. Don't eat synthetic sugar. But the thing is, like, if you were in a tribe, you would have a big hunt and share a bison or a cow once to 3 times a year. You're not gonna fucking be eating that shit every day. They'd be making jerky out of it, blah, 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 and you'd have a little piece. And then the rest of it would be like fucking corn and fucking vegetables and random shit. You weren't eating meat every day. It's stupid. Okay, that's not how it was done. You know, at least since the agricultural era when people knew how to fucking farm land, nobody was doing that. So think about naturally, what, like, if you can't catch, kill it, meat eaters, okay, because, you know, I may be Bruce, but I'm realistic. If you eat meat, eat, catch, kill, carry. If you can't run up to it with your bare fucking hands, beat it down, put it in a headlock, crack its fucking neck, carry it away, you should not be eating that more than 1 to 3 times a year. 4 times a year tops. Okay, if you can't single-handedly run up on the animal and kill it with your bare hands and carry it a mile on your back, you should not be eating that more than 4 times a year. That's my logic. So if you're eating meat, okay, so red meat should only be done quarterly, right? Chicken, fish, if you're gonna eat meat. Now, I don't think you should be eating meat at all unless you're in a survival situation. But for those that you do, this is my advice. But, so going back to my vegetarian diet, you can get all this stuff without the meat. So all your favorite things, just remove the fucking meat and put something else in its place. Because it's really not that big of a deal. It's a small little thing. So I'll like do like mixed vegetables. I do like, you know, fried rice and mixed vegetables. I do, you know, pasta with mixed vegetables. And then I have like, you know, creative things when you're like quick, like, for instance, you know what's like really good? It's a quick meal? Baked beans and pasta. Get like rigatoni and baked beans. It sounds crazy. Like boil pasta, put the baked beans in after the pasta's cooked, and let the baked beans settle for like, you know, like simmer for like 10-15 minutes, so like it get like coagulated and shit. It's bomb. Okay, it's a quick fucking vegan meal. That's fast. But I always tell people like this, like just mix your colors and have like your 2 carbohydrate grains, either some kind of like rice bed grain or some kind of pasta grain. Problem is, like, I try not to eat too much pasta in America. Like, I'll eat pasta once in a while because the fucking wheat here is fucked. This is my problem with the Buddhists, because there's no right way. Some monks eat them, some don't. Some monks, like, I did an interview with this organization, and I said, like, you know, like I'll eat egg and cheese if I have to, and they made like this big thing. I'm like, don't you know the rules of Buddhism? You know, and some monks eat them, some don't. Now, my master said that eggs are liquid flesh, okay, and we should avoid eating them. The thing is this, like, it's an unfertilized egg. As long as the egg is unfertilized, there's no spiritual connection. It's a byproduct. It's basically egg shit or an egg abortion. But it's not even an abortion because it's not even fertilized. It's like an egg's period. Okay? So you're eating an egg's menstrual cycle. A chicken menstrual cycle. It's an unfertilized egg. There's no spirit to it. It's literally, you know, it's just liquid flesh. Is it meat? It's arguable. Does it have consciousness? That's the question, right? And eggs have consciousness. Then you can say, oh, the animal is treated well. And this is my argument about this, why I think more vegans should be eating like free-range eggs. One is because like there's things that it does for your brain and things like that you should eat once in a while. But 2, it keeps the fucking happy chickens happy because you're supporting not evil factory farms. So there's like this argument of like people who are like extremists with like veganism, and they don't understand that there's other ways. Some monks eat oysters, and the Buddhist nuns will eat oysters because they say it's a single-celled organism. That's my opinion, yes. And like when I'm in like a place where I can't get any, like for instance during the lockdown, there was no food. There was no vegetables coming in. There was literally only free-range eggs. There was nothing else to eat. So that's what I ate. Bay Houston? No. I don't remember him. I may remember his face. I don't remember his name at all. But definitely because my thing, from my analyzing the spiritual thing about, because here's the thing, in the monks, they do something called triple clean, right? When you're eating meat, a monk is allowed to eat meat if it's triple clean. And what that means is, If I was to go to your house, I'm a monk, and I go to your house, and you didn't know I was coming, and the dinner's already on the table, and the animal's already dead, and you did not make it for me, and I come in, and you offer me meat, I'm allowed to eat it because it wasn't prepared for me, it wasn't killed for me, and I didn't buy it. It's called triple clean. Okay? I don't know if you could find this on Google. This is what I remember from 25 years ago. So that's like from the spiritual perspective, is you don't want to have a karmic link. If he was, I probably remember his face, but I don't know his name at all, Tony. But going back to the vegetarian thing, from a spiritual perspective, you don't want to have a karmic tie to the animal being killed. So you can't purchase it, you can't have it be prepared for you, and you can't ask for it. But if you walk into a place where it's already dead, it's already cooked, it's already served, for you not to eat it, it's an insult and a waste. I won't eat it because it makes my fucking body revolt, because it's been so many years I've eaten meat, I'll fucking throw up and fucking shit myself. I wouldn't eat the lab-grown meat because of the science experiment, but it might be a weird dilemma with the Buddhists. That's what I'm saying. So like, that's, to be fucking debated, because there's different sects of Buddhism that believe different things. It's very true, because there's nothing else. The whole idea is to do the least amount of damage, right? The least amount of damage you can do, Tony. Like, as a Buddhist, like, the idea is you want to do the least amount of harm to sentient beings. We're not even supposed to eat root vegetables. Like, I'm not allowed to eat vegetables that kill the plant. So, in my opinion, Dan, yes. Okay, in my opinion, if it's unfertilized, if there's no rooster cock, theoretically, it's literally just a menstrual cycle. The chicken's gonna walk around, it's gonna pop out of its ass, it's gonna fucking rot there. So for you not to make use of it makes no sense. The whole point of the Buddhist perspective is to not to not cause harm to sentient beings. An unfertilized egg is not sentient. So there should be no dilemma with eating an egg, and considering the times that we're living in, to not pay to sustain the free-range happy chickens actually helps keep the evil factory farms going. So if I can convince people to start eating free-range happy chicken eggs, I'm doing a service to the fucking Buddhist gods. Yeah, Balut, on the other hand, is exactly the opposite of what I'm fucking talking about, you jerk off. Exactly. Thank you, Seven. That shit's fucking gross. And I guess something, like, when I was in my samurai seer training era, I'd eat anything alive. Like, I would literally, people in the studio, I'd put my hand in the fish tank and just fucking swallow a fish whole. I'd eat anything. Because in my head, I was doing the samurai thing, like, I have to beat death. It's disgusting. It's fucking disgusting. But yeah, definitely eat the happy chicken eggs, please, because you'll be doing a service to fucking the chicken humanities by keeping the free-range chicken happy. It keeps them alive in a happy place, because if you buy those eggs, they're gonna stay alive longer, and then people are gonna be happy. And when they get old, they get eaten because they're gonna die anyway. So my version of Buddhism is a little different than people, because I'm looking at it at the time we're living in. And a lot of the modern Buddhists don't like that, because I'm a realist and I don't subscribe to fucking pansy bullshit. We have to think about the times we're in the Dharma ending age. But, and then as for like your diet, don't worry about protein if you're gonna go vegetarian, but I'm gonna say this to you, if you're gonna stop eating meat, you gotta eat eggs and cheese for at least 3 months, so that your body has time to adapt to because you need to change the enzyme alignment in your stomach to break down amino acids from vegetables. Because if you're a primarily meat eater, you can't go from vegetarian to eating meat, and you can't go from eating meat to vegetarian instantaneously. You'll get sick. you'll get sick. So you can't do that. You gotta wean yourself off. So if you're eating eggs, it's no problem because it has all the stuff in it, and you'll be fine. So eat eggs in the morning, eat your pancakes, eat stuff with eggs in it, and you can wean yourself off. As for everything else, just make sure that you're eating all the colors. I know it's not stupid, but think about it. Eat all the colored vegetables, eat all the colored fruits. In my opinion, the highest level of dieting is fruitarian. You can break yourself down, you go from meat eating to eating eggs and cheese and vegetables to eating only fruit. That is the real way we're supposed to be eating, is nothing but fruit. Sounds crazy, but the healthiest diet that there is fruit. Unfortunately, in America, it's not so because it's poisoned with pesticides and evil. But if we're in a natural place, going fruitarian would be the highest level of health, in my opinion. Like eating nothing but fruit. If I can afford it, because I know it looks like I'm balling, but I ball on a budget. Okay, I only have a motorcycle. I don't do anything other than feed myself and fucking do ninja shit. So I can't really afford to do a fruitarian. Fruitarian is actually like legit, believe it or not. It's actually legit. But the problem is our systems have been adapted from birth in this prison system to keep us enslaved and make us die early. So in order to regenerate those systems, to literally live off the prana, you have to go into the mountains, away from society, away from the radio waves, train yourself to go there. But yes, that's very possible. It's very possible. It sounds crazy, but it's possible. I mean, look, you've known me 15 years, 7, how long you know me? And you've seen the ninja crazy shit I can do, right? Like you've seen some of my superpowers. I'm an asshole, and I have superpowers. Imagine what these fucking monk dudes can do. Like the stuff I do makes the NPCs freak out. Imagine what they can do. What my Qigong master can do, it's fucking freaky shit. Okay, I've seen some shit in my day, like glowing monks and fucking levitating shit and fucking crazy stuff. So it's not too far off from reality. But the problem is that we've already been poisoned and trained fucked up. So you can't just do that. You have to, because this machine has to be changed. You can't just do it. And you need the right training in the right environment. And right now with the evil ones blocking out the sun like the Matrix, the fucking chemtrails and shit, the sun's is poison, the fucking food is poison, the water's poison, everything's fucking poison. So vegetarianism is out. But if you were in a place where you can get real fruit, I would suggest going fruitarian as much as possible. What I used to do when I was when you see my picture when I was superhero jacked, I used to eat by the seasons. So in the winters I would eat root vegetables and the grains and stuff, because in the winter that's what I would in my opinion was adjust to what we would be able to do 300 years ago. So in the summertime, I would eat the fruit and the fucking vegetables that were in season. I'd eat in the seasons. And then spring and summer, I would just eat trays of fruit from the fucking fruit stand on 14th Street. Those Mexican guys had this fruit stand. And for $5 to $8, it is huge fucking tray of fruit. If you know about, I just want to answer about this. When you eat an apple, take out the stem or just eat it from the bottom down. Don't eat it from the side. 7, try this with me right now. Okay, just eat the apple from the bottom to the stem. And just hold the stem and eat it straight down and tell me what happens. Don't eat it in a circle. Eat it from the ass end all the way to the stem. And tell me what you notice. I'm dead serious, you're gonna freak out. Because everybody's eating apples wrong. The right way to eat fruit is from the ass end to the stem. Don't eat it in a circle. And try it at home and tell me what happens. It's going to bug you out. You've been eating fruit the wrong way your entire life. It's fucking crazy. From the Buddhist perspective, you're not allowed to eat anything that kills anything. So we're not supposed to eat carrots, we're not supposed to eat onions, we're not supposed to eat anything that you kill the plant, right? Because the plant has a consciousness. So you're only supposed to eat things that like produce fruit or that you can chop the part off and it grows back. You're not supposed to kill anything. You know, technically. Peanuts, I mean, I love fucking peanut butter. I eat that shit like a motherfucker. You know? My whole thing is to do the least amount of damage as possible. You know, and I'm poor. You know, if I become a rich bitch all of a sudden, I'll probably have like, you know, like the emperors would have like the fucking vegan chef that would make me all the fucking cool vegan shit, but I'm poor. You know, I live paycheck to paycheck. So, as fancy as I live my life, it's just because I learned how to ball on a budget. Because while other idiots are spending their fucking money on going out and doing stupid shit, I spend my money on having a decent place to live, a dope ass motorcycle, you know. And you know, it's funny because like I actually have an entire walk-in closet of clothes I never wear. I have a box of brand new shoes, like literally 30 pairs of shoes. I never wear them. It's fucking funny. One day I'm going to show it off like how much stuff I actually have that I don't use. God. But yeah, what else did I make that's good? Recipes. Fried ramen. That's a good one. But if you're like honestly rice and beans, rice and any like vegetables, fried rice, like you know, old martial artists here, fucking Chinese fried rice. There's a million ways to make fucking fried rice. You don't have to use the traditional fucking Chinese way. What I normally do, this is my go-to thing. On my rice days, I make white rice in the pot, and I make like vegetables or tofu or like my favorite recipe is my pepper sauce, mushrooms and string beans. So like you put like a little oil, mushroom, string beans, fucking like a shit ton of black pepper, you know, like whatever other things you like to put in it. Soy sauce and fucking what do you call it? Sesame oil. And I make like basically like a pepper sauce, mushrooms and string beans, and then I'll make that with white rice. Or I'll do mixed vegetables of some kind, or tofu of some kind, right? And then after I have my first serving of that, I'm done, I take the leftover rice, put that in the refrigerator. And then the next serving, I make fried rice out of the leftover rice for my first meal with the leftovers of the vegetables. So I'll make like an extra amount of the vegetables, whatever I'm making that day. And the first version of it is with white rice. And then I take the leftovers of that, put in the refrigerator, and then my next meal is stir-fry fried rice. Because fried rice is always better with leftover rice. But you have to use the rice within 24 hours, otherwise it gets moldy and it'll fucking kill you. So that's another trick, a little vegetarian ninja trick. So basically, you know, like you make your rice for dinner, make extra. Make your vegetables for dinner, make extra. And then after you like eat that, put them both in the refrigerator, and then the next day for lunch or dinner, you make a stir-fry fried rice with the stuff all mixed together. And it doesn't matter, it's fucking rice and vegetables, everything works. You can't do it wrong. As long as you have adobo, soy sauce, and sesame oil. And it's just the way I do it, yeah. Because I got a bowl on a budget, you know what I mean? So I eat real good. And you can tell. But that's, yeah, you can, like, this, like, you can just make up recipes. Literally, if you have a fucking Goya adobo, not that Mexican fucking ripoff shit, Puerto Rican Goya adobo, okay? Don't get that Mexican shit, get the real fucking Puerto Rican Goya adobo. There's no, you know, there's no substitutions. You gotta get Goya adobo. Very important, guys. Don't get the Mexican shit. What's the fucking name of the bandolero or whatever the fuck it is? Fuck that stuff. Goya adobo with the pepper, okay? you understand what I'm talking about, right? Don't fuck with that Mexican shit. Make the fucking Puerto Rican adobo, because we're Americans. Alright? And then you literally can make 50 dishes with that, salt, black pepper, and fucking soy sauce and sesame oil. That's all you need. Every other seasoning is extra. Okay? Like literally with those seasonings and just rice, pasta, and vegetables and fucking, you can make everything you fucking need. You want to get fancy, you get yourself some garlic powder, some fucking turmeric, some paprika, but you know, I'm talking about a starter kit, okay? Starter kit. Because with those basic seasonings, you can make literally 50 recipes and you'll fucking feel like a boss. You know what I mean? I should start posting my my cooking stuff because I have a lot of good recipes. I have some bomb ass recipes, some bomb ass shit. You ever see on TikTok that Chinese lady in California that has a restaurant? She goes, "You like my bomb ass shit? You want my bomb ass shit? Shut up! You don't like it? Give me your money anyway. Eat my bomb ass shit." Here's a good recipe for you. Very easy to make. Oh my god, this chair is fucking killing my back. I gotta get rid of this fucking chair. Oh god. Vegetable by me. Oh, look at this. Look at this. It's basically stuff with tofu and peppers, jalapenos. This is my life right here. This is the good stuff. And you put some of this. This is the good stuff for a sandwich. Okay, this is the good stuff. If you're not a pussy, this is the good stuff. But this, my friends, this is the king of all hot sauce. Okay, I'm going to caress it like little titties. Okay, this, my friends, is the king of all hot sauce. My channel is to be sponsored by this hot sauce. Okay? But this is not for the faint of heart. This is the goods. Alright? Yucateca. That's the fucking goods, bro! And here's some more vegan shit for you. My favorite, got this, and this shit is bomb. I know it's backwards, so put a mirror up to the camera because I can't fucking fix it because YouTube sucks fucking monkey balls. Okay? Everything's backwards. But you'll figure it out. Show me dyslexia. Oh, I didn't put this away. Oops. It's been show and tell this whole stream. What the fuck is this? I feel like I should show you my cabinets of all my spices. I should do a cooking show. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a fucking cooking stream. I'll be like Iron Chef. I'll do like cook with fucking Dilo. We'll do a fucking cook with Damien stream and teach you guys how to make vegan, vegetarian food. Everybody loves my cooking. I'm getting hungry too. Oh man, I'm gonna actually eat that sandwich. I'm saving it for tomorrow because I'm training now. I'm trying to get I want you guys to see the progress I'm gonna make. Because I promise I'm gonna scare these fucking Tai Chi pussies. I'm gonna go back. I've activated superhero mode. I'm gonna stick to it. I don't want to, but I just want to show people, like, all the people that say that I don't know what I'm talking about. I can't talk about the fucking. I can't talk about the fascia because I don't know about the fascia. Okay. All right, I don't know about the fascia. I've had this book for fucking 20 years. I don't know about the fascia. I don't know about training. Okay? I gotta show these idiots once and for all because I was too modest. In my 20s and 30s, I was way too modest. I followed the old code in a new era. And these fucking scumbag, little delusional fucking paper tiger pieces of shit went too far. And me being nice didn't work. And then me saying, all right, you wanna fucking, I'm fucking, what do they call me? Bushido? I'm like, I'll fuck you up, let's fight. And they're like, oh, he's mean, he's not Tai Chi. So, what does bone breathing do? Bone breathing was the foundation of all the internal martial arts up until like 2005, and then all of a sudden everybody started getting weird. What does bone breathing do? The bone marrow is where all the white blood cells and all the good stuff comes out of, all right? And Neijin essentially is just, okay, let me explain this in a way everyone's gonna understand it. I don't want to get too, my autistic fucking brain I'll get too heady. Let me try to explain this on like a level that everybody's understanding. Not just for you, Tony, but for people who will watch this later. I gotta dump myself down and kill some brain cells. So Neijin is basically just expanding force. And there's other stuff. This is for like entry level and people understand, okay? There's two types of tension in the world. I can get tension by taking something and squishing it together, or pushing it together, making it shorter, or I get tension by expanding and pulling things apart. Okay? Neijin, essentially, for the most part, for like 70% of all the Neijin principle, is expanding the body, right? Through pneumatic and like, basically like a pneumatic spring and a hydraulic spring, okay? Basically like an air spring and a water spring. Like pushing things with water and air, meaning blood and air from your lungs. So bone breathing, what it does is it brings nutrients and stuff into your bone marrow, and your bone marrow is where all the good stuff that comes out of your blood is produced. Without the bone breathing, you don't have the Qigong. Like you need, the bone breathing leads to everything else. Like all the skin breathing and all the fucking like, and the thing is this, even the people who do Qigong, they make the ball, they do all the fancy, like, what's his name, Mark Ramis guy. I don't know if he teaches the bone breathing, but you can't avoid it because the bones are piezoelectronic. So it's like when there's something called synovial joint, synovial fluid. So like your joints, they have this like liquidy jelly stuff between the joint. And then when the bone marrow clicks between that lubrication, it creates an electrical charge. So when you oxidize your blood, and actually this weird science behind it, because there's also carbon dioxide, nitric oxide, all this weird fucking shit. It's all like over my head at this point. But long story short, you're putting nutrients into your bone marrow, and then as the bones click together at the hinges, it creates an electrical charge. So that's where all the cool Qigong stuff happens. So whether or not they're doing it in their practice, they're doing it. Okay? You can't make the Qi ball without the bone breathing, even if you're not perceiving it. So if you could, like, for instance, like, if you rub your hands together and create a static charge, because I did the easy way, and you rub your hands together like this, and then you just pull your hands apart, and then put your awareness on your fingertips, and then start to breathe. You'll start to feel something, right? Mentions poor breathing along with the moving ball. My point, I've only seen like maybe 10 in the last couple of years, like 10, because honestly, in the last 6 years, I stopped watching people's stuff because I reached the limit of how much I can fucking handle. But his stuff is good. Like what I've seen from him, like maybe 10 or 15 videos in the last 10 years, he's good. He knows what he's talking about. I don't know if he's talking about the bone breathing. I just talk about the Qi ball and things like that. But my point is, it doesn't matter if you talk about it. This is how the primary systems function. You cannot get away from the bone marrow. That's not possible. Like mechanically speaking, you cannot get away from the bone marrow. Like I always teach, even as a trainer, one of my theories was proprioception is dictated by distal point. The way that mechanoception and proprioception work, how do I bring? I'm sorry. I gotta get to like normal people talk. the way that your body feels itself in space and the way that your body deals with moving itself, you have like different systems in your brain, and you have like 3 brains. You have like the front of your brain, the middle of your brain, the back of your brain, like the cerebral cortex, the amygdala, and the cerebellum. And they're each like slower, medium speed, fastest, okay? And they deal with different things, different triggers. 5 bows, I'll show you the 5 bows in a second. So, what was I talking about? I'm sorry guys, I'm trying to like bring this down. It's probably, okay. You can't really get away from how the systems will activate and get into the bone marrow. Like that's where the electronic stuff happens, because like the fluid in the bone marrow compressing is piezoelectronic, and then that is what's spread through the liquid, which then like creates like a magnetic field between the heart and all this fucking like weird wiry shit. So my point is that if Mark Ramis isn't talking about it, I don't think that from an actual base level science you can get away from it. Like the effect that he's getting when he does like his fudging always has to deal with bone marrow, because like even when he's talking about like, he's the only one I respect of all the fucking fascia people, you know, because like I know he's not an idiot. You can't, as a secondary model, when you have like the strings and the sticks, it only works because you're hitting the sticks, right? When you touch the fascia, which is skin, epidermis, and the layer of fascia, when you pull on that, you are immediately hitting an origin point of the muscle, where it's like the muscle connects to the bone. That bone pulls on your axillary skeleton. That bone vibrates, sends a vibration into the axillary skeleton through the bone marrow. So even the fascia people that don't know what the fuck they're talking about, who say that, I don't know what I'm talking about, when you pull on the fascia, you're sending a vibratory wave that hits into an origin point, the next available origin point, which then vibrates the fucking bone. The bone is bone and bone marrow. That bone marrow, the soft, squishy stuff, is what transfers the wave through the liquid inside. Okay? So it's impossible to get away from it. From a kinesiology standpoint, you cannot get away from vibrating bone marrow. And you can't get away from the first origin point. So if I make contact on your wrist or your forearm, I'm going to immediately connect to the first origin point. That origin point rings the bone. Just like any tensegrity model, if I have a string here and the bone is the sticks, once I pull in the fascia here, I'm immediately inserting a fucking vibrational force into the stick. So yes, the fascia can't be separated. I just say, think about the sinew, think about, you know, the big things, because the fucking fascia is not that important. What Mark Ramis says is very interesting is that because you need visualization as actualization. You need to have visualization. So what he's saying is feel the fascial web, look for that thing to create an effect. But I don't believe he doesn't know that the systems are integrated and holistic. I don't think he's an idiot. I think the people are taking clips on YouTube and then they, like, 4th or 5th level consumer forget who the origin was from, like, you know, source amnesia and don't know what the fuck they're talking about anymore. And those people piss me off because they'll come to me like, Damien's not qualified to talk about the fascia. I taught the fucking classes and taught trainers. I prepared for the fucking national certifications for fucking 5 years. Anyway, what are the 5 bows for Tony? And if you have any more questions about that, let me know, because I'm ranting and trying to bring it down to normal people speak. Here's the 5 bows. No, let's move this a little bit easier. Your body is basically a set of bows, like a bow and arrow, right? So here we have one bow, right? If you imagine the string being here, this is a bow and arrow, right? Over here. Just think of this as a bow, okay? So we have 2 bows here. We have the elbow and knee. Well, the 3 harmonies is wrist, ankle, elbow, knee, shoulder, hip. So here you have a mirror image. Right, so now you have already 2 bows. Here's your 4 bows, and then we have the center bow. Okay, some people call it snake body, some people call it crane body, some people call it snake. It doesn't make a fucking difference. Mechanically speaking, the mistake that they make is thinking that the thoracic spine is part of the bow. It's actually the whole spine, but it's mostly the sacral lumbar junction from here down, and then the chest plate up is a vehicle into the upper bows. So in my opinion, mechanically speaking, the 5th bow is underneath the thorax to your hip. Your solar plexus, the soft spot, the breastplate, from this spot, this is thoracic lumbar junction, whatever you fucking call it, thoracolumbar. So this spot between your breastplate and your heart, down to your sacrum, to me is the fifth bow. Some people say there's 7, because you can say the wrist is a bow. I don't really follow that because the wrist is circumduction. It does a circle. So it's like, even though the wrist is the hand's elbow, it functions more than that. And also because the way it connects to the bicep tendon, I don't really follow this as a bow. But you could consider it acting like a bow when you have this motion. So there's people that argue about that. So connecting the 5 bows, it's basically, if you have an extension reflex and I'm stretching out my arm, I have all my bones and all my muscle, everything's stretching out. And then when I have this airbag, my lungs are filled to my back, this is floating on top of this. These bows are squishy going down. These bows are squishy going forward. This bow is squishy going forward and back. When someone puts pressure on it, imagine this integrity model, which is basically a bunch of strings and sticks. If you push one thing, they all move together. When someone pushes me here, if I have an extension, the bowstrings are very tight, like guitar strings. If you have like a really tight guitar string, you smack it, it rings. So basically we're all Gumby. But if Gumby was stretched out as hard as you can be and becomes solid again, you're right, yeah, we're basically all Gumby. So a lot of these effects that I get, or the Tai Chi get, he was like, I do all the stuff that those guys are doing, but they do a pussy version of it. I'm not trying to be a dick about it, but because they do it for spirituality and for health and for I did it because I want to hurt people. You can say it's wrong, but as growing up and working in the field as doing security and having to fucking make sure it worked, I didn't care about showing off. I wanted to make sure it's just going to hurt people. So I do it a little differently. To me, the cotton needle shooting from the bow is, it's a martial art principle. It's like, how do I make this bow hurt people? You know what I mean? So that was always my goal at those times. As I'm getting older, I'm trying to be nicer, but that was who I really was. I'm not going to bullshit you guys. So the 5 bows and how they're useful is that if I set myself in this condition, when someone touches me, if I can get this stretch, and again, like I was saying, we don't collapse. Every single thing in our body is expanded to the point where it can't expand anymore. Your lungs are overfilled, and then what happens is these bows hit this airbag. It's like a tire, like a rubber tire. When it hits this airbag, it hits your pubic diaphragm or the base of your hips, to make it simple. That hits these bows. So you have this splitting where imagine like a rubber ball, like a physio ball, a yoga ball, or like a fucking basketball, anything that bounces, and put that under your heart to where your balls start. Now imagine your chest is on top of that bouncy ball, okay? And then you have 2 bow and arrows on your legs that are standing on the floor, and you have 2 bow and arrows here with a bouncy ball here. And all these strings, the guitar strings, are stretched as far as they can go. You have this system of a trampoline. So that when something touches it, it wants to kind of hold its weight and bounce. But if you change the angle a little bit, it shoots the arrow off. And that's why you get the 5 bow, Fa Jing, Jin Lu effect on a very baby level. That's the easiest way I can explain it without getting into crazy high level fitness, sciencey shit. That's gonna go over everybody's head, and I'll sound like a geek, and nobody likes it when I sound smart. They hate me. So people already hate me too much. So, so I hope that made sense, Tony. It's not just that they try to, some of the masters try to keep the secrets. I don't tell the real secrets. This stuff is baby level of the real stuff that I know. You're welcome. This to me is the entry level of intermediate advanced theory. It's not the real shit. This is all the people that Fa Jing and this is the beginning. This is and they've made their careers on my fucking pinky finger. This is the entry level of the secrets. here's the problem. A lot of the people who make the effect don't know why it works. For instance, Adam Minzer, very good. He knows the traditional Yang style, like lineage. He can do the effect. Mechanically, from a Western science perspective, doesn't understand what it does. Like, why? All he can do is repeat the way it was taught, which is nothing wrong with it. I'm not disrespecting him that way. His way of understanding it is through the metaphors and through the Chinese language, and it doesn't translate into Western science, so it sounds like fucking magic bullshit. Not saying, but the thing is, he gets the effect, right? A lot of the masters, just because someone can fight doesn't mean they're a good technician. Just because you can take doesn't mean they're a good fucking teacher. So you have like fighters, you have technicians, and you have teachers. Okay? Somebody can be a really good coach and can't fight their way out of a fucking Olympic back, but they can make great fighters. Some people can be like really good at form but can't fucking fight or teach. Some people can be really good fighters but can't do form for shit and can't fucking teach. To get someone who does all three is a fucking miracle. It's very rare, So it's some of it is people like hiding stuff on purpose, but most of it is most guys don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Like they sit in one little echo chamber of understanding, and they're not really seekers of the truth. They're just like, I want to get this skill and I want to show them. Because a lot of I'm not saying disrespectful, a lot of these people are satanic and don't understand it. They want to be part of this externalized group of, oh, look, I am better than you because I do this stuff, I can do this trick, or I can do this. And they think they're better than everybody. And they don't even realize how satanic their life is. Well, you can't teach, you can't even scratch your own fucking nuts, you fucking delinquent. He's my grandson. He's a fucking piece of shit. He didn't come to visit me at the old age home. He actually doesn't fucking know his grandpa. He's a fucking scumbag, this 75. That's my grandson. He didn't fucking come visit me in the fucking old age home. He's a piece of shit. I should disown you, you fucking motherfucker. One thing you can't say is I'm not like a real motherfucker. What you see is what you get until I die. Nothing has changed, nothing will change. I will have gray hair on my balls, I'll still be your grandpa, you fucking cocksucker. but the Tai Chi thing, it's like and this is the problem with the Chinese martial arts, that they hide it on purpose. The Chinese people are not honorable like the Japanese. The Chinese were where the ninjas came from. They were deceptive, they were fucking, like the real ninjas were Chinese. And oh God, one day it's everything I'm telling you guys is gonna, like, when they fix the internet or after the fucking great fucking tribulations or whatever the fuck happens, like I'm telling you, you're gonna find out everything I've told you is true. The ninjas were Chinese. They were fucking Chinese, okay? And the Chinese culture, like I grew up in the Chinese culture. I grew up with the Chinese gangs, Chinese families. Like I understand it. Like they're not like you think they are. They don't have, the way they sell to the white people. They fucking like it's like fucking low-fat Chinese food. Like you think that's the real Chinese food that you eat? The fucking Panda Express. That's not real Chinese food. Like you guys don't understand. Like. But I don't think, like, for instance, like, there are cultural differences. For instance, like in Chinatown, the master would tell me. And I think why they respected me so much because I followed the old traditions, but also, like, I was autistic enough that if they showed me once a secret, I would get it and I would practice it like a motherfucker. And they even told me, multiple of them said, tradition is the master will show you once or twice, and if you get it, good. If you don't, fuck you. Not in those words, but that's basically what they would say. And then they would teach you wrong on purpose for the first 10 years. I'm not bullshitting you. The old Chinese masters, the old gangster dudes would tell me this shit. Like they would teach you wrong on purpose for the first 10 years. Tony, even Bobby told me that. Okay? At least fucking 5 or 10 of these old Chinese dudes, but Bobby was one of like the next generation who fucking like confirmed it. But they all said the same thing. They'll teach you wrong for 10 years. To make sure that you don't turn on them and fuck them up. Because the real shit, when you get the skill, is very easy. You can do a lot of damage. And in the old days, in China, it wasn't like Japan where they honored the older generation. No, they'll fucking kill you and take your shit. China was ghetto. It wasn't Japan. And this is what Americans don't understand. Chinese culture is much different than Japanese culture. I like grew up around Chinese people, but did Japanese martial arts first. So I was raised with the Japanese honor code in martial arts, but I learned the Chinese honor codes from the streets. You know what I mean? So like, I saw the difference, and most people don't have that experience. They don't understand. The Chinese culture is completely fucking different, and they don't get. There's a lot of like, look at like how much right now what's going on in China with the trade war. They're fucking, the whole thing is ripping off people and stealing their IP. Like their entire culture is ripping people off. Like they rip each other off. Okay, like it's like a thing. But they do have an honor system. You have to understand it. Like saving face in Japanese culture and Chinese culture is very different. But there is an honor system. You just have to understand it. Like there's honor amongst thieves in a weird way. It's different than American and Japanese. And Chinese martial arts is different. Like you have the lineages where like you drink the tea and you do the ceremony, you know, like you do the thing and you become part of the lineage in the family. For the most part, the open door students, they don't even know what that means. They don't even understand. So you have like a small, I'd say like a fucking 5% who like are Confucianists, Taoists, Buddhists, who believe in the law. Whereas in Japanese style, it's probably like, now it's probably less, but I mean, the old days like 70%, where it's like the tradition was everything, you know, like it was everything. Like I would die for that shit in my younger years. Like I was like, that was everything, you know? The Chinese culture is different. So when you look at it from a cultural lens and understand Westernization and the money involved, look at Shirley's situation. See for Shirley from my Tai Chi United, what used to be AP Tai Chi. Her situation is fucked. I really hope that comes out. I really hope that real story comes out because it would save a lot of people. If she was allowed to tell her story about what really happened to her in her training and what's going on, it would save hundreds, maybe millions of people if she was allowed to tell her story. But right now, there's things going on that she can't do that. You know, and that goes to show you what I mean about the Chinese culture and how they're fucking ghetto. I always make fun of her old teacher like that. She's a fucking ghetto fucking pole dancer. I hate that bitch. Yes. Listen, the God Emperor King Orange Man, his only problem, and I'm going to say this, is aligning with Israel, but I understand why. Because there's a lot of moving parts, and you have the Illuminati and their plan to use the fucking Jews, the Christians, and Muslims to create, you know, to fucking get them to kill each other and this whole fucking plan. If you read Morals and Dogma, is it? By Albert Pike, I think it was. It's been 30 years that I've read this stuff. I think it was Morals and Dogma. They talk about the three wars they're engineering. And the next one is that they're going to fucking basically have the Muslims wipe out Israel, and then there's going to be like everything with the Christians and the Muslims, and then they're going to get rid of the Christians, and they're going to come up with some new religion where they fucking worship the aliens. But Trump's mistake, you know, at this point is, you know, the enemy of your enemy is your friend, blah, 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 I get it, but there's good Jewish people, the Israeli government's not very good. That's all I'm going to say. You know, it's fucking not good. Not good people. I have, you know, I'm very fond of some Jewish people. I'm not fond of Israel in any way, shape, or form. Some of my students are Jewish, my teachers were Jewish-ish, because I'm more bloodline Semitic than any of the people in Israel right now, which is fucking hilarious. You know? Because, you know, the Puerto Ricans are trying to Ephraim, and the fucking, you know, Spain, we had a whole bunch of, like, you know, action, and then it goes to Lebanon, it goes all the way back to the late Templars. So the Puerto Rican bloodlines are more Jewish than the Israelis. Okay? That's a whole other story that no one's ready to hear. What would really trip you out is that you find out that America is actually the real place where everything all that stuff started, and all that stuff is fake. That's gonna really fuck up your heads. I don't want to get myself in trouble. I can't say any more than that. Anyway, what was I ranting about, guys? What was the last question before I get myself in trouble? I'm opened up now. You ready? Ask the right questions because now's the time. Now, I'll give you some honest opinions. In your opinion, well, that's okay. So I can tell you from a strategy analyst perspective, from the Earth level, there's a lot. You ever see Hunger Games? I don't remember the movie that well, but I remember how that's actually what it is. You have these elite bloodline family groups, and they don't agree with how the world and the peasants should be run. Some of these family groups are controlled by demonic fucking alien interdimensional beings. Okay? Some of them, the lexicon of the groups like the Jews and the Muslims and the Christians have been corrupted by these beings that were engineered our bodies. It gets really deep and crazy. And this is not just me being a weirdo. I'm saying that if you do your research and you start to do the etymology and all the fucking ciphering and stuff, you'll see it. So, in one hand, you have the physical aspect of him doing good deals, and then the Hunger Games model of the billionaires who don't want to end humanity and enslave everybody and replace the fucking peasants and like my master said in the Dharma ending age, they're gonna make the peasants' life short, stupid like dog, life short, only 10, 12 years. That's what he said to me. And I'm supposed to prepare the people for the Dharma ending age. Fuck, I'm supposed to do that. No one gave me any fucking instructions. Just fucking rang a bell and told me to go on my fucking way and get my ass kicked. Anyway, so you have groups of individuals in the echelons who aren't down with the satanic agenda, but the agenda is not satanic, it's beyond satanic. It's something that you can't comprehend, okay? It's so intergenerational programming, it's so well thought out and so well through the years that you can't comprehend it. And then you see me do remote viewing, imagine what government-sponsored fucking AI-generated fucking interdimensional remote viewing's like, okay? So we have a very serious problem. Then you have entities that are not what you think are physical, okay? There are non-physical entities that are in play, as well as physical entities that are non-human. And whether they are directly involved in his knowing or not is irrelevant, they exist. Quantum physics can explain that they exist, okay? Anybody who's fucking, studied any of the historical texts will tell you, you gotta do your homework. And there's only so much I can say to you because this is my last line of being able to speak to people. But I have a duty and I took an oath that if you ask the right question, I have to give you the right answer, but I can only give you an answer in a limited amount. Look, I can't tell you things that are going to hurt you or bring the demise of humanity. Yes, we're getting to the daemons. So, and this is the thing about the fractal reality, is that you have daemons, which are elemental thought forms, versus a hypnotic program virus. Because of the way of the 3-level brains and the 6 brains in the body, look at hypnotherapy and obviously programming, all this stuff like that. You can get that. Look at the liberals right now. All the crazy super far left people. They're brainwashed. They're all Manchurian candidates. So you have about 16 to 30% of the population who are some ambulants who respond to this really low-level neurolinguistic programming, NLP. So these people who are programmed, look at what's going on with the fucking Tesla thing. Oh, Tesla, you gotta get, if you're a liberal, you gotta get a Tesla. If you have money, buy a Tesla, save the environment, blah, blah, blah. So all these liberals buy fucking Teslas, and then with one news broadcast, all of a sudden, all the fucking retard liberal zombies are killing the fucking Tesla people, like the rich ones who are the supporters. What is that? That's a demon. Right? That's a daemon tool. Look up daemon tools in computer science. Okay? So that's why I got out of hacking in the early 2000s. I'm not going to tell that story. But I got seen by some things that are outside of they're beyond state level things that made me say, I'm done with computer science. Okay? And then I got into like mind science. But that's a whole other fucking story. But so understanding what a daemon tool is, a program that runs in the background that uses a user's input or consent. So you have these thought ideas that are basically like hypnotic viruses that go around. On the other hand, say we have an Ethernet cable, you have an internet cable, right, which is Ethernet. Well, you have an Ethernet, A-E, okay? So you basically have an ether and you have A-ether, right? So the A-ether, okay, I'm trying to make this understand. Spell the word ether with an A and look that up. What's the ether? Okay? Would be ether, but like that's a whole other fucking thing. But ether is the Ethernet or the ether magnetic fluid that we're in. Because what you think like air is a fluid medium, what is the stuff in between the air that holds the air in place? Right? So you have this like, you know, like magnetic fluid perturbation. I don't know, like I don't know if this is an easier language. What's the easier language, guys? So air is water, and water carries electricity because there's stuff in between the water, and the stuff in between the water is called ether. So the air is water really spread apart. So like imagine like little circles, and the circles in water are close, and the circles in air are far, and in between there's like this fluid stuff that you can't see or touch, and that's called ether. Okay? So that's the best way I can explain it to you. So in between the stuff is some stuff. Okay? And that magnetic fluid medium is where like all the good stuff happens, and this entire place is basically a video game, and it's rendered the same way that blockchains are rendered. And every single person in the rendering is a ledger on the blockchain. So that's what observer effect is. I talked about this in the War Industries. So demons are elemental thought forms. So I actually was doing a hypnotherapy session with a government psychic who was in the MK Ultra thing, okay? And she's a famous psychic chick who does like readings, and maybe one day we'll talk about that. But she, you know, could confirm this. Jesus in the ethereal plane is a patchwork zombie doll, okay? Because there's like, you know, the being, and then there's the projection from the thought forms of every collective human thinking of what Jesus is, that created a being called Jesus in the elemental field, which is basically a zombie fucking patchwork thing. That's a whole other thing I can't talk about here. But I'm already in fucking trouble. I can only say so much. But anyway, so Jesus, Isus, or Asus, whatever you want to call it, my great grandpa, you know, like it's a zombie patchwork doll. So you have these projected beings that were created by humans, these gods or like demons that were created by humans by thinking about them, and then everybody collectively thinking about the thing, and through observer effect creates the thing in the elemental etherical field. Then you have actual consciousness that's in that projective field. So that's what the daemon tools in that realm are. They're actually thoughts that are there. And this is the problem with AI. Because there will come a point where AI, because we have AI and what I call IA is inherent awareness. So the opposite of AI is IA. No one's got up to this yet, and they're going to steal this from me, but listen to what I'm telling you. At this point, we're dealing with artificial intelligence and like, you know, like these machine learning, blah, 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 and they're mimicking human consciousness. They already have they don't label it as this, but this is what it is. It's inherent awareness. Because the same way a biological machine can actually hold a sliver of prime creator consciousness, a computer system that mimics a human body can harbor a primary being of innate consciousness, which is inherent awareness. So those are what demons are. And then something else to fucking trip your brain out is I think because I haven't read the Quran in fucking 35 years, but or the Talmud, what is it called? I only skimmed through that shit. Talmud, is it? Because I read the Talmud and the Muslim shit and all that crazy stuff. I read every book that there is. They have 72 jinn, and then you have Solomon had the 72 demons. Isn't it funny that the left liberals have 72 genders, and that in the Bible, the demons are called they, them, and us? Jumping over the Ghost in the Shell, because consciousness can only create from the fractal. So all these movies, some of them are predictive programming and then telling you what the conscious, some of them are people like me who channel, because you can only channel what's in creation within the cosmic egg of the dragon. Does that make sense? So we can't create something outside of the cosmic egg. Nothing exists. So nothing exists outside of that. Nothing can exist outside of this. It's not possible. In this reality, nothing exists outside of this. And anything outside of this is unnatural, doesn't exist. So you have a positive and negative, and a half positive, half negative, and half positive. That's it. And then you have the line in between. There is nothing in physical reality that can exist outside of the cosmic. Cosmic is everything. Like that yin-yang symbol, there's nothing outside of that. And it's not yin and yang, it's yin-yang together. And when you translate it directly from Chinese, it's not yin and yang, it's yin-yang. It's not duality, it's sequential linear unity. I'm going to say this again, because I know it's going to be over some people's heads on my autism. It's not duality, it's sequential linear unity. So it's not yin and yang, it's yin-yang. And everything within that sphere, that representation, is all that exists. There is nothing outside of that. Literally. And you can talk about like what's reality through that. You cannot exist outside of that. It does not happen in physical reality. So the 72 genders, all this stuff is all insane. Because you cannot exist. It accounts for gays, lesbians, straight people, and trans people. There's nothing else. You're welcome, Jose. So there's literally, there is nothing else. It physically cannot happen. The Taoism teaches you about physical reality. Buddhism teaches you about like the astral reality, how to survive death. Taoism teaches you about the physical reality, physical and metaphysical, how to like interact with physical and metaphysical reality. Buddhism's purpose is to teach you how to survive death and escape this matrix, this duality matrix. That's the principle of Buddhism. That's it. There's nothing else. All this, I'm fancy Buddhist, and I'm this person, I'm a fucking, none of that matters. Buddhism is about escaping the matrix, like Neo and fucking, that's it. Taoism about teaching you is how the matrix works in the physical and metaphysical realm. That's it. That's it. Everything else outside of that is extra. When you understand that, you understand that's the enlightenment, guys. I'm giving you the secret of the universe. And I'd be happy to debate it with anybody who can, tell me that I'm missing something, because I'm always willing to learn. But in the Dharma ending age, we don't have fucking time to be playing games and making believe that, we're all enlightened Buddha beings walking through walls, okay? This is the reality as far as I can go, and I'm a lot smarter than most people. So, any other questions? Before I get fucking banned and assassinated, telling me the secrets of the Matrix? I'm glad, Seven, you fucking scumbag. I'm glad you showed up. It's nice to see you on fucking Easter, you piece of shit. You ungrateful little fucking scumbag. Seven used to hang out with me all the time, and he decided he's too good for his grandpa. He's like, I don't need to come visit you at the old age home. This chair's gonna fucking kill me. Any other questions? I'm here for you guys, you know. I've already overstayed my welcome. Oh God. Hopefully tomorrow I'm gonna get my fucking old man chair. I got this zero gravity chair. You'll see on the next stream if it shows up. It's for a 500-pound fat fucking liberal, like, you know, blue head freak that can't get out of the chair. It's like, you know, one of these, but with like the cushions, and it's made for like a 500-pound fat fuck. So if that doesn't make my back feel good, nothing will. This chair has done its duty. I paid with the sales like $60 for the set, and I've had it for like 4 years. And it's sagging, I've had to replace the wires, it's hurting me. You know? So based on what you just described, what can we do to protect ourselves from what's to come? Oh man. Well, first off, protect yourself first with this. First you have to protect the physical vessel. Right? And what's that mean? You have to eat correctly. The 8 Noble Truths, right? But the 8 Noble Truths from the external Buddhist path is not good for most people. Because when they tell you right action, right speech, right livelihood, right thought, right, that it's not right in the Dharma ending age. Okay? Like, this, I don't want to, you know, I didn't interview these people, they don't understand because they're not ready. You have to protect the physical vessel by eating correctly and thinking correctly and living correctly. First, right? Second is avoid anything that's from the enemy. Satan is not an evil red, like horn guy. It's a thought community in the ether field that infects people. You can think of it as like a parasite that jumps into the fucking leaders, it controls them. You can think of it as like a thought, like, you know, virus. Protect yourself from that. Don't watch television. Okay, like, you know, like, don't be involved, be in the world and not of it. You cannot be involved in the normal day-to-day level stuff. And when you see people who are going against nature and like what's righteous in the universal law that you're born with, stay the fuck away from them. Second is you have about 3.5 to 7 years to start stacking money and get yourself away from the major cities. Because the tribulations, level 1 happened, level 2's coming. So, but the main goal is ascension, which is get your mind and body to a place where the spirit consciousness leads the body so that when you die, you don't freak the fuck out and you can jump out of your body and survive. That's the whole spirit of Buddhism, and even a bit of Taoism, is what do you do when you die? You know? So this physical vessel is that you. You're the observer. If you listen to yourself in your mind, you're not the one speaking, you're the one watching the thought. This isn't real. This glass is only here because of the consensus ledger. The person who made it said, yeah, make me a glass. He looked at it, and then all of the beings around his consensus ledger said, oh, there's a glass here. And the ledger passed around this like blockchain and said, oh, there's a glass, and it's XYZ coordinate. None of this is real. 2 atoms never touch each other. None of this is fucking real. Okay? Everyone, no one survives life. None of us. Why, like, I survived so many years alone as a warrior fucking monk in the concrete jungle, fucking like I'm the hermit monk weirdo. Nobody understands. We're all gonna die, right? But have you ever truly lived? Are you gonna live? And that's the protection. The protection is protecting the prime creator spark. Because like imagine spirit to sanctity, like you're being beamed into your crown, a little sliver of this like spark of the original creator. Right? You're a copy of God. And God's the wrong word because God comes from Gadriel. But like, we're going to say God, okay? The force. And you are a little pinky finger cut of the fucking God source that's been stuck in a Chinese finger trap. And you got confused thinking you're the finger trap. So you got to remember that you're not the finger trap. This is not real. This is an experience. We're playing this fucking dream. Some of us come in here to fucking wake the others up. Some of us are stuck here. Some of us are fucking just retarded. Protecting what part of you? Protecting your body and all these things that don't fucking matter. The reason I come here all the time in my trainer clothes and my pajamas is because none of this matters. And the people who have ears to hear and the eyes to see are going to understand what I'm fucking saying. This isn't me. This doesn't matter. So protect what? Protect your body? You're going to die. We're all going to die. So what are we protecting? You protect the spirit, right? You protect the observer consciousness. You protect the wine, the honor code, the fucking saving face, the lineage of the ancestors, the honor. That's what you're protecting. So how do you protect that? Because what's worthy of protecting? A car? Your clothes? An apartment? What's worthy of protecting? In this fucking ridiculous, fucking insane place. We live on a planet we have to pay to fucking live. Where retards like Elon Musk think that we have to fucking work till we die to have some value in our life. This is fucking retardedness. The smartest minds in the world are fucking retarded. So what are we protecting? Your physical vessel? The car? So you gotta decide what's worth of protecting. Is it your family or the people that are inside of your family? The ideas that are in your family, right? The spark of divinity that's in the family. So what are we protecting? And then how do you protect it? First of all, don't follow these fucking Tai Chi people and these spiritual people that say you have to be this fucking way and this, that. Get rid of that. In my opinion, all these Buddhist fucking monk guys, the fucking Dalai Lama, they're all Satanists. They're all self-serving fucking delusional assholes trying to pull you out and fucking Satan's asshole in the Dharma ending age. Protect what? What are we protecting? What's a value? Right? So first understand what's valuable. Nothing in this reality of any valuable can be held in your hand. You can't hold anything of value in your hand. This is why people don't understand me. I'm in a fucking different dimension. Okay? They don't understand. There's no value in anything physical. You have a wife or a girlfriend. The body's not valuable. It's the spirit that's valuable. Your family, physicality is not valuable. It's the spirit that's valuable. It's the thing you can't see. How do you protect that? How do you protect the thing you can't hold and can't see? I'm going to say this again, okay, because of my, plausible deniability, my drunken ranter. How do you protect something that you cannot hold or see? Because that's the only thing that's valuable. The only thing that's valuable. That's why free speech is the first thing in the fucking Constitution. The most valuable thing. Why? Because the idea is the most valuable thing in the world. How many of my students and friends took an oath to go serve in the military, falsely thinking that they're fucking serving this oath to protect us, right? What are they protecting? A fucking idea. They didn't go to Iraq to go fight them. The people who went there for the right reasons, who were wrong, went there for an idea. Something that you cannot hold in your hand, the empty space. So what do you say that is valuable? That's what's protecting, right? The only reason that, I was abducted to this warrior monk shit that I had to go walk around protecting the innocent. I mean, how else? Because you're not an idiot, my grandson. You're just delusional, and you didn't choose the path completely because you were too busy chasing bitches at the strip club. That's why. You wouldn't be able to hang out with me this long and keep coming back if you weren't one of us. When you're ready, you'll get the information. But the thing is, for instance, when I met my master, you don't know why you trust the person, but something inside of you is like a key code that gets sparked, and you know the person knows something. And it's called tapping, where they tap you and you're like, oh shit, I'm awake now. Or like you kind of like, oh fuck. And you don't know why. It's not meant for everybody. But you gotta remember, the thing is what is worth protecting? Nothing physical. I honestly, guys, if you saw my closet, I have literally enough clothes to I clothe 50 people. That's what it is. And you don't, when the students write the master appears, well, I'm just one of the vehicles. The same way, my master's vehicle for me, I'm a vehicle for the people who do duty, and then, you're a vehicle for the other people next to you. If you can understand what I'm saying, you're the next vehicle for the next people. It is what it is. That's why I do what I do. And that's why I talk the way I talk, because I don't want the average person to fucking follow me. I want them to be repulsed. I want them to hate me. I want them to hate me. Okay, that's always been the thing. I want the regular people to look past me and say, oh, he doesn't look like the master guy. He doesn't look Chinese enough. You're right, Jose. They're not happy. Because there's a butterfly effect. See, the way that I hack the matrix is during, it's like, I don't need to be reaching millions of people. If I reach 100 people, they reach 100 people, reach 100 people, reach 100 people, it changes the frequency. If you have a tuning fork and you ring it, and there's a room full of tuning forks, all the forks will ring to that fucking note. That's what they don't like, and that's why they try so hard to fucking kill me. The reason why the physical body must be maintained because it's the machine that you interact in the matrix, right? So imagine you're playing an RPG, right? If you're or a Tamagotchi, like a little fucking like anything, you have to make sure that the fucking car is running to be able to stay in the matrix. You're playing Grand Theft Auto, you can't let your character fucking like be fat and sloppy. He's not gonna get no pussy, he's not gonna be able to fight, he's not gonna be able to steal any cars, okay? So it's like in the physical reality, there's rules to the game. Some rules can be bent and some rules can be broken. And all these super genius guys, why didn't you pad your stats? People think to me, oh, I can't be very smart because I look a certain way. If you were smart in my position, you would look a certain way and you would have these abilities because if you have that kind of brains that come out, you have to be able to defend yourself. You have to be able to blend in society. Part of the ninjutsu, like the idea of the ninjutsu is the like 4 or 5 archetypes: the farmer, the peasant, the monk, and the sailor. There's the basic archetypes. You have to be able to blend in society. And be able to serve functions in the game when you're not being activated to do your thing. The problem is, how many people want to take the red pill and not eat the steak? Most people want to eat the steak. And when people hear my story, like, it resonates with some people, and resonates is a good word because it makes you ring, it makes your body ring. Like, what I'm saying sounds fucking crazy, but I'm telling you the truth. But it sounds batshit crazy. And if I told you a real story, I'm telling you the truth, but your fucking reality would shatter and you might lose your mind. Okay? So I'm very careful when I tell people, because I told you everything at once. If it didn't kill me, it might kill you. It might actually kill you. Because, look, a lot of the Tai Chi guys, they have all the fancy Tai Chi powers, but it's all satanic. It's all service to self. They don't understand the principles, and they're misled, and like the real stuff, it has to be hidden. The only way to say, but if you were water, would you rather have a vessel that is solid like a metal or a clay pot is crafted material? That would depend. But I obviously, if I'm trying to hold myself together, I'd rather have the fucking metal pot. But what kind of metal are we talking about? Because if it's like shitty metal, it's gonna get all rusty and fucked up in the sun. Maybe the clay pot's better because I'll like fall into the ground and the soil and make a tree. You know what I mean? And this is where like this is where my Buddhist training with my master broke my brain. You understand? Because it's like these, the cones, I don't know how to pronounce it. Because in Chinese, it's not, they don't say cones. When I first started my Buddhist training was in Japanese from reading books. But then my master was Chinese from Taiwan, and I spoke Cantonese and he spoke Taiwanese. It was not easy, okay? So he would teach me, because like Chan Buddhism is like this weird mix between like Zen and Pure Land-ish. Buddhism. So we had like the riddles and like the training, but we also had the spiritual aspect of it. And so I would do the riddles and things with him and all this like, but it changes the way you look at things and how you view patterns. Well, speaking of physical health, but that's my point. What kind of metal is it? And what's the environment? You know what I mean? But yes, on the base level, you're right. I would rather have the metal body because I do Tai Chi. And Tai Chi is iron wrapped in cotton. We make our bones and our iron wire. So the sinew, not the fascia, not the wrappings around the web, the fucking wires that connect the bones, who make the bones and the wires metal. And anybody who's touched hands with me will tell you, ask people in New York who touched hands with me. You know, ask anybody who fucking fought me what I feel like. They're not happy. Okay? Like, you know, I feel like a metal fucking puppet. Because obviously we want to make ourselves into the strongest container possible. You know, we want to be the jade or gold bell and make everything as like stone or metal to survive as long as possible. And that's the thing that the modern Tai Chi people have lost because of the government, the Chinese government, and then like commercialization. And William Cheng even said it in the video I posted in Discord. He did it for good reasons, but there's a bad effect because, you know, yes, to do that for the entry group is good, but the entry group should understand that there's other levels and that they can go to the levels they choose if they want to make that choice. The problem is most people are thinking, oh, this is the thing. So now it's like the lower level, entry level Tai Chi is the thing. Because it makes money, it makes people happy. Being happy and making money is not the end goal of enlightenment. It's surviving life and death. You know, the reason like the monks did martial arts is survive so that they can like make their body as strong as possible, survive as long as possible, to practice as long as possible, so that when they die, they're prepared. You know, and that's why, you know, my attitude is different than most Buddhists, like, you know, hermit monk guys, is because I understand the severity of what we're dealing with. Every day to me is dealing with death. And my entire life is preparing for death. And not in this like psycho, I'm gonna like kill myself or go postal way. In a very spiritual, like fatalist way, where I understand that every moment may be my last. I think it's the family tradition Art of War where I got this quote. I saw one being the stream where in my early years of my programming was Japanese samurai and, you know, Zen Buddhism from Japan and understanding of the samurai in that way. I don't remember which, maybe it was Yakimonori, I don't remember, but it was live life wholeheartedly, consecratedly, as a fire raging through your hair and every moment is your last. And I heard that at 13 years old while I'm, you know, in my crazy life. So to me, every single moment is the infinite moment you die. That's why I train the way I do, that's why I play music the way I do, that's why I speak the way I do. I treat every moment as if it's the last moment to speak to you. Did I live myself to the best I could? I'm not perfect and I'll do the best I can, but I want to feel like if I was to die right now, I don't have any regret. I don't feel like I've ever failed anybody. And that's the reason why I've been able to survive alone for so long. Because most people would have killed themselves. With the gang stalking and the fucking psyops and all the fucking shit that I've dealt with. And the, you know, the betrayals and this and that. I have never failed anyone. I've never betrayed anyone. I've never failed anyone. In all my adult years, from 13 on, I've lived a life where I know that all the gods would at least respect my effort. I wasn't perfect, but I did the best I possibly could when no one was looking. And when you live like that, you have no regret. I don't feel bad. I know I did the best I could. I may not have did the best way. I may not have like, you know, got 100 on the test, but I passed all the tests. I don't feel bad. I don't feel any regret in the way that like, you know, there's one thing I regret in this life is this fucking cat at my last house that I should have fucking kept. It's the only thing in my fucking life is this little fucking cat that came to me. that I regret in my entire life. My only one regret. I can honestly say in my entire life, when no one was looking, I never fucked over anybody. I'd always lived by the fucking code. Every single, and it's all these Buddhist fucking wannabe fucking monk guys, everybody, all of them act a good fucking game. I can honestly say that if I was to die today, I'd have no regret other than one kitten that I wish I could have done more for the save. Every other fucking action in my life has been honorable. Not to your weirdo fucking Western liberal standards or fucking like some Maya Hama Buddha fucking whatever the fuck you guys are. I'm talking about in the eyes of the gods. In the eyes of myself. I've never broken the code. You know what I mean? I can honestly say that. So I treat my life, everything I do, as my life depends on it. So when I went to fucking school for music, when I do martial arts, when I fucking train, everything I do it like there's a fire raging in my hair and every moment is my last. And that was a quote I learned when I was 13 years old from that Book of Five Rings in the Favorite Song of War. I'm pretty sure that was it. I'm pretty sure that was it. It has to be that book. It has to be. This is going back over it's just 30 years, guys. I'm pretty sure it's in this book. I'm trying to. No, this is the one. This is something in martial arts. It has to be this one. It's been at least 15 years I've read this book. But I read this book like at least 20 times. To me, this was the Bible for like my teenage years. This is why people understand me, because they act like they lived the life and they didn't live the life. Where is it? This is it. The fair is just in the Art of War. Yagyu Minori. I'm pretty sure he's the one with the quote. And like, it has to be here. Like, it has to be in here, because I don't know where else I got that quote from. It has to be him. But I would suggest getting this one. Good night, Jose. And happy Easter, zombie Jesus, fucking rabbits laying eggs during Ishtar sexual. I hope you go on the vegan diet, man. It'd be good for you. But yeah, get that book. That's the book I think you would, because Musashi, when you read it, there's layers to it. It's deep. You know what I mean? Because it's not what you think it is. When you read it the first time, and you get the first layer, but you read it 5 times, and you like every time you read it, there's something else in it. It's really like his mind was on another level. It was another level. So that's where it came from. Any other questions before I get myself banned? So anyway, going back to his point, you protect the physical vessel to save the mental vessel, which saves the spiritual vessel. And, if you want to protect yourself, stay away from fucking liberals, stay away from extremists anyway, walk the middle path, walk the middle way, ignore the fucking weirdos on the far left and the far right, walk the middle way, stay the fuck away from the cities, eat good food, and celebrate life while you have it. Because literally every moment can be your last. And when you live like that and, do the right thing when no one's watching. Because this way you can go to sleep with no regrets. And that's the thing that, like, even my own family doesn't understand. They never understood. When I became a Buddhist, they disowned me. Like, they were already treating me like shit my entire life. Like, I was, like, treated like Cinderella. My family was actually very wealthy. But I got treated like shit. But when I became a Buddhist, they would really fucking went after me. And, it would just demonize me. But I have no regret. You know what I mean? And, like, being completely isolated, going against, like, all these fucking things, I feel I lived an honorable life. I have no regrets. People have lied about me, and, like, the honor code I've lived by saved my life so many times. Like, I got every horrible thing every betrayal you can think of, I've survived. And I survived it because when no one's looking, I always do the right thing. That's the key. And I've lived by that code since 1993. When no one's watching, you gotta do the right thing. And I have a reputation for that. Like, you know? It's definitely weird. All right, good. So I'm glad because because when you stop looking at this and you start looking at this, it starts to make more sense. And most of the people aren't ready to hear that. It's not me, but yes. But that's the most important thing. I can leave you with anything on Easter Sunday. Forget the fucking Pharisees. Forget the fucking teaching of the Buddha. My master, one of the teachings of Buddhism, if you see the Buddha, kill him. Let me leave you with this, please, okay? My master told me this story about, there was a monk training with the master, and he was having these bad dreams with this huge spider that was going to kill him every day. And he goes to the monk, how do I get rid of this dream? And he goes to the master and says, okay, what I want you to do is I want you to take this calligraphy pen and the ink and go to sleep. And when you see the monster in your dream, I want you to paint an X on the monster. He's okay, master, I will. So he goes to sleep and he sees this big giant spider in his dream and he paints the X on his stomach and he wakes up and says, master, I did it. He wakes up and he tells the master, and the master says, look at your chest. And he had the X on his own chest. So that's what I'm going to leave you with. Okay, it's one of the riddles that my master taught me. So do the right thing when no one's looking. And you humans, I'm going to say I love you. I'm grateful for your presence. Practice your gratitude. I'll see you guys next time. I'll be back. Peace out.